Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another thrilling week of Covenant Live. We saved you a seat right there. Right there it is.
We should put an actual seat there.
Yeah, well, they can't see it, though.
You know,
you can't see the seat you're sitting in, you know?
Yeah, but it's
kind of like an old riddle.
I'm going to reference a company that I'm not a huge fan of. However, conceptually, they had a cool idea, which is Amazon. And all their executive meetings, they always had one seat, and it was the seat for the customer to remind everyone on the team that, like, customers first.
Wow.
That whole thing.
Huh.
Mentally, you know, it's like, oh, there's a literal seat there.
You think that actually happened, or is that just baked into the mythos?
You know,
like it happened once, and then they're like, this plays well.
I often... Let me back this up for a second. I've... Over the past couple of years, there's a podcast I really enjoy, and he covers a lot of, like, notable people, leaders, or business leaders, or whoever. But people like Napoleon would be an example.
Mm-hmm. You listen to a podcast with Napoleon?
Not with Napoleon.
Oh,
it's a guy... He basically reads biographies or autobiographies of people he deems as notable people. And then he does a 1-hour episode on, like, his highlights from that.
Oh,
thing.
wow.
It's
distilled.
It's almost like cheating, because you're just getting
the vodka of history.
Notes from your friend from class, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, but I didn't have to actually go to class.
Yeah.
So, but then if you... Sometimes I'll listen to an episode, it will inspire me to read the whole book, because it's like, oh, I need to, like... And it's people like Edwin Land, founder of Polaroid.
Oh, cool. Who,
like Steve Jobs, founder of Apple, was a huge fan of Edwin Land. And it's like these things trail back all the way to, like, Napoleon or whatever. But all that to say, Napoleon was really big on telling your own story and controlling the narrative.
Yes.
Like, to, like, an uncomfortable amount. But the context of that, and anytime you're hearing these stories from these, like a Jeff Bezos or from Amazon or whatever, you do wonder
how much of it is the narrative control.
What is, like, actually real versus just whatever. It's harder. It's honestly harder to fake it these days, because it's so easy for people to communicate online publicly. But like Napoleon, who knows what was really happening?
Right.
Because a lot of people couldn't read or write, or if you did, you could just get killed by Napoleon. And then, like, moving along. One of the stories of Napoleon that was fascinating was, like, he would oftentimes in the mornings, you know, be eating breakfast or whatever, and people would be giving him kind of the TLDR, the Cliff Notes. He had this podcast of all of the world's news that was being brought into him.
Yeah.
But he would always have them skip the French papers, because he's like, oh, I already know what's in there, because he was so in control of the French media.
Amazing.
So, anywho,
Truly,
I don't know if it's true or not. It's similar. Yeah. I don't know what's real or not.
You think you can pursue customer interest to the down? Like, can you pursue customers' interest but let down human interest?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I do too. We're going to be playing Arthurian Legends today. We're going to be going to Vegas here next week for SorceryCon 2. Sorcery Boogaloo, I think, is the official subtitle there. You can still register for this, is that right?
Man, look how shiny it is.
Isn't it nice? You didn't have to make it shiny. Can we still register for SorceryCon, right? It's not sold out or anything.
It's not sold out.
SorceryCon 2, so
I think I saw someone saying that, like, there's 300 or 400 people registered for this thing. This is going to be a...
We've got artists, there's vendors.
There's art. There's the artists. Like, these are, like, founding fathers and... what? That's such a
founding
gender,
artists.
What do you call is there a non-father? Anyways, the founding artists,
the founders, the original, the
progenitors. There's a word in there. Anywho, point of it is, these are people that worked on early Magic. These are people that worked on Middle Earth CCG. These are people that worked on classic fantasy, D&D. I mean, it's everywhere. And there's like 12 or 13 of them. It's crazy.
So that's going to be there. I know vendors are going to be there. I'm going to bring some cars to sell.
You're going to be there.
I'll be there.
Steven is going to be there. How could you miss it?
Zach will be there. We're gonna figure out which sealed events we're gonna play in. I think I'm gonna do the beta, and you're gonna do Arthurian Legends, or vice versa. Or I might play Arthurian Legends too. It depends on how much Jonathan wants me to film.
So, you know, I took one for the team. I'm currently registered for both.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's hard work.
I mean, someone's got to, experience it.
So if
otherwise, what are we gonna have to talk about the week after on stream? You know,
nothing.
Which we aren't gonna stream the week after, I don't think, because I saw you were gonna be gone.
Oh, right, because it's the day after the election.
That's why you're doing it.
Yeah. I'm taking
the
that
election's
day off,
on Tuesday,
no matter what happens.
Right? Mm-hmm. So we get back on Monday, and then elections on Tuesday.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna be staying up late.
Wow.
Probably drinking heavily.
Yeah, we won't dive into that, but
depending on how it goes. So go to SorceryCon 2. It's in Vegas. And even if you don't, I mean, you could learn how to play sorcery today. Even right now, technically, it will kind of give you a primer. Or you can watch any number of videos by people who have taught you how to play sorcery. And it's pretty quick to pick up and then go and just play some limited events, hang out, have a good time. It's Vegas,
That was one of my favorite stories from our SorceryCon documentary we posted. Was that just last week we posted that?
Yeah.
Someone talking about they had played 5 total games before coming. And were over the moon with their experience. On the weekend, sorcery by nature is very laid back, kitchen table focused. So if you're anywhere near and you're considering going, I think it's worth going.
Just do it. Also on the finance side of things, we're going to give a full rundown of box prices and trends and track all singles.
He's lying.
No, not gonna do. Yeah. But I will say,
I thought you were serious for a second. You had me going. I was like, "What are you talking about?"
We do have betas available and Arthurian Legends both available for us. We did have the 24 limit or the 12 limit. I can't remember on beta. And I believe if you ordered it the first time, you could have that 30 days has now refreshed. So there were some people asking about this in the Discord.
The limit's on order date.
Yes.
Not fulfillment date.
So every 30 days based on when you order. So if you need more beta, that's available. If you need more Arthurian Legends, that's available. It seems like a lot of people do based on the tracking of trends and whatnot and all of the all caps videos that I've seen on YouTube about Ring of Morrigan and oh my gosh and price stability and all this.
Yeah, one thing that's notable, the comparison to beta and Arthurian Legends for me, very different sets. But it seemed like for a minute there, people were opening things and in beta, there were certain cards that, regardless of playability, were pretty evidently, like the cores are an example of.
Right. They look.
This just seems important when you open it. It's different. It's a vibe, and there's less of that in this set. But I've seen, as players are figuring out what cards are very, very good, like the ring.
The ring. I pulled that foil ring.
I haven't opened one yet, and I was looking to buy a single, and it's not there.
Yeah.
Like, you just can't get it.
Do you want to buy the foil off of me?
Not for the right price.
Okay. We can talk. How much would you pay for it? Hold on, let's look at the price right now.
No, that price is inaccurate because it doesn't exist.
Well, we'll look at the last sold, okay?
Okay.
TCGplayer.com.
Foil. He pulled a foil ring of Morrigan.
Yeah, and in many ways, I wish we couldn't do this. I wish I had to get my old Beckett magazine
Well,
out.
that was so we were at the sorcery booth at Essen. It was in the first. It was like
one of the first things
you did.
Yeah.
And the packs that I kindly let.
All right, so the current price you can buy it right now for $600.
Okay.
But the most recent sale was $500.
That's crazy.
So it's going up.
Can you imagine?
You want to cash it on the way up? I'll give it to you for $1,000. I bet it's worth more than $1,000 over time.
1,000?
Yeah, you'd make your money back on that.
Maybe. I'm not a what's the right word for it? Investor speculator, but
there's only 5 available.
So the problem is it would be cool to open the foil. If I opened the foil, I would use it, but I definitely collect things, but I play first. Like I play with cards I probably shouldn't sometimes.
I did that Highland Princess. I'm gonna try to sell that too while I'm up there.
You really should. In fact,
I'm gonna try to sell everything, man. I just need play sets for the decks.
Yeah, the non-foil.
I need the money for everything else.
Yeah, like I don't know,
houses or more sorcery.
Babies. So.
We're gonna be playing some Arthurian Legends today. We're gonna be cracking into some sealed packs. So playing some sealed. And what I would like to do, Zach, and I haven't run this by you, so tell me if you want to do this or not. What's up, Van? I'd like to get into a little bit of theory behind, if you're going to SorceryCon and you haven't done a lot of Arthurian Legends sealed, basically, what should you do with your 6-packs? How should you think about how to build a deck?
I'm down with that because we're the experts, clearly. We've done this
we're probably more expert than
several
a lot
couple
of people.
times.
I mean, we've done this for like 20 some odd years.
For sure. No,
we've opened some Arthurian Legends.
We did a lot during the convention.
I definitely think we have experience to share.
Spiel.
And, we played a lot of beta experience. So this is the rest of that booster box.
Look at this bad boy. Look at that. That's like a little short pack.
I didn't know. So what I was gonna say is, as people play, they figure out what the good cards are. That unique foil we opened last time on stream from your box is apparently a very good card.
Wait, I've got it over here. Which one? The Dame?
No.
Lady Isildt?
Yep, that's the one.
Keep making me money, man. It's a slot machine that always wins.
What's that one saying?
Lady Iseult.
Iseult.
Yeah, this is the cool thing. If you open a box of Arthurian Legends, everything inside of it is worth more than the price of the box. So you're just printing money currently. That's how collectible games work, right? You open the box, and then if you sell everything, you make more than you paid for the box.
Every time, yeah.
100% of the time.
Unstoppable equation.
It's like in Vegas, I'm going to hit that slot machine, and every time.
Yeah. I mean, I've never left a craps table with less money than I started with.
We had the craziest craps experience ever. It makes me never want to play again. Because we saw what I believe most craps players have never seen in their lives.
What's that thing called?
Which is where they hit every number
What is
before
it
the
called?
bust.
Boomer bust.
Boomer bust. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's one of those things that you don't realize it at the time. Like, we were excited.
That was
crazy.
so special.
But looking back, I don't. Now I know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's almost like when you're opening alpha boxes of sorcery.
Yeah.
And you're just like, I got the Kickstarter and I'm opening stuff. Like, oh, I got the core. I got this foil.
Mhm.
Cool. And then now looking back, it's like,
oh,
if I opened that today, I would know.
I think it's got to be less than like a 1 or 0.5% chance that ever happens at a craps table.
That's a good way less. There's no way they pay those odds.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah,
No way.
because you basically, single roller needs to roll 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 before they roll 7. 7 is the most common thing to roll.
That's it.
There's no way.
There's no way.
No way. Have you seen the Troll Bridge Curio?
Is that it?
No.
I'm keeping all the cards
I-
you open, by the way. They're my
Yeah,
cards.
these are-
They're my cards.
But I think it's legitimate. But someone posted a picture and it just says Toll Bridge
That's it.
instead of Troll Bridge.
There's probably.
You gotta watch out now.
I wonder if there's beta curios that we've not even seen.
Hey, I pulled a. I'm loud now. Oh boy, sorry everyone. I pulled a curio.
No, you
What?
didn't.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell us?
Well, I was.
Well, look
waiting
at
for the
Johnny in the
right
back.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
it's double the Johns, double the fun.
We got
What'd you
double
pull?
John.
What'd you pull?
It's a site. Someone can help me.
It's not the water site. Is it the water site? Don't do it.
It's the one that's in French.
Yeah, keep going that way.
Yeah,
Is that good then?
I think that's good.
It's in literal French.
It's in literal. Well, it's.
Do you have it?
French. Well, yeah, at my
You
house.
can't just talk about it.
What the heck are you talking about? I've never seen a curio in French. Have you seen a
Oh.
curio in French?
I think it's a couple $1,000s.
We'll sell. Are you going to sell it at SorceryCon?
I'm
Hold on,
selling
let me
everything
find
right
it.
Yeah, me too.
Let me find it.
Our old the singular buyer and seller of all sorcery cards, Cold Foil Heroes, will be there.
So
Dude, the Unseelie Court Curio
what's
speaks to my soul.
I got it. I got an Unseelie Court.
You didn't get the Curio though.
I don't know.
Was it
Tell
though?
me. I don't know about curios.
Oh, is it the Brasiliande?
Yeah.
Are you
That's it.
kidding me?
I got
French.
French.
Look, it's in
How much
French.
does it work?
I don't know. I'm just looking at the art, man.
Is it because Severin is the artist?
Yeah,
Is it
100%.
French?
Seven Pinot.
I can't read that.
He's
I can't
actually
read
bigger
that.
than me.
Beautiful.
Dude,
And
that's crazy.
There's the
It's a
Japanese
mega
wizards then, which is awesome.
That's probably wow.
You're going to the
I'm-
moon, man.
I'm in the money.
You
But
can just buy a rocket.
It has been really fun. So what I've been doing is
Opening curios is fun.
Well, yeah.
I agree.
But at my house, I just have a box next to me, and when I need a little hit of dopamine, I just open a pack,
Yeah.
and it's been a blast.
Yeah.
And then some nights I'll like I told Zach about this, but after Andrew's interview last
Mhm.
week, so I was talking to him, or we were talking to him, and he was talking about like meditating on the art, and so I did that with a pack of sorcery. One single pack took me an hour and a half. I opened it, I like looked at the card, I like really appreciated the brush strokes and what it was trying to convey in the world that it was set in.
Wow.
It was wonderful.
Sweet.
I very highly recommend it for people
Huh.
who are attuned to that kind of thing. But most of the time, sometimes if I'm having a bad night, I'm just crushing packs.
And that's healthy.
And yeah,
Really.
and that's fine.
And it's healthy to use this kind of mechanism to take care of one's mental state.
yeah.
I will say, if your options are pull out your phone and doom scroll,
Mhm.
Right.
or open a booster pack.
Yeah.
Mhm. Or like eat a few Red Baron pizzas, which I, in an earlier life, would do.
Would have eaten some red
You
Bull
know,
juices.
I,
Yeah.
I think it ranks
could-
higher
I
than
could-
a lot of those options.
I could tear through an entire one of those bad boys in college without even thinking.
Yeah.
That's how I was with Little Caesars. until I
Pizza,
couldn't be anymore.
Yeah.
Until you couldn't what?
I couldn't be anymore.
Body says no.
It's been super fun. It was actually really fun because this most recent box.
Yeah, you opened a curio. Of course, it's fun.
Yeah, that was fun. But
Like, oh, it was fun. I won the tournament.
My plan is to open my case, figure out what I have and what I don't have, and finish my collection by buying from people at SorceryCon.
So you got to open, collect, and be ready.
So you're gonna be ready.
To ball.
You still have beta unopened?
Yeah, I saw.
I've got some beta unopened.
I have a ton of beta open, and I have an incomplete collection of that as well. So we'll figure that out when we get there. But it's been pretty fun.
This card's great.
It is.
This Sword and Shield is.
Hey, check it out! I worked on the upside.
Hey, it does look better. It looks better, yeah.
Oh, the coloring is way better.
Yeah,
it looks a little clearer.
Are the lights different in here?
The lights aren't different.
It feels brighter, but it could just be I haven't been in here in a minute.
Yeah, I think
I had a week off last
week. Are
week.
your pupils dilated?
Oh, see,
can't tell.
This is a great sealed card right there.
Wyvern.
Yeah, and a grand old boar. Okay, let's go Earth.
My elite in this pack, of course, very good in a limited format is the Wedding Hall.
No, just absolutely worthless.
All I need to do is open Arthur and Guinevere. And I'm set.
Win. Yeah, you got to win.
And I'm set.
Let's talk through a little theory behind open and sealed. So if you're going to SorceryCon 2, maybe you've not done sealed much, maybe you've not done the format much. I'm going to start out, and here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to break things into their threshold. I'm not going to worry about
their element.
Yeah, I'm not going to worry about.
What's that you got there? I can't.
That is Burning Hands. Great little card in format.
I think that's probably the best sealed card.
Burning Hands?
Yeah.
I'd take that bouncy chain ball spell. Lightning Ball?
Yes, the Lightning Ball. Hot.
Arc Lightning, also great.
Arc Lightning is great.
And
there's not a lot of removal in this set.
Have you asked
hard removal?
Have you asked Angerworm if we're supposed to run the 1-cost birds or not? Europeans love the birds, and I'm like, I can't waste time on a one cost.
On anything. A bird?
Yeah. But I also wonder if I could just do an actual like rush deck and sealed and win if a bunch of people are thinking like me.
Do you think Tournament Grounds is worth playing?
Oh, what's it saying?
Anyone can cast knights, sirs, or dames to the site.
It gives you no threshold in a sealed environment, no threshold where you're already having to work so hard for it.
As an example, if you had Sir Tristan, who's 3 different colors, I feel like that disproportionately favors the person with the complicated threshold situation.
Mm-hmm. Except you still have to meet the thresholds, yeah? Or does it ignore it? It does ignore it?
It ignores threshold. That's the whole point of it.
Yeah, okay. Maybe.
Look at that guy.
Maybe.
2/4. Once on your turn, Sir Tristan may tap target nearby enemy. That enemy doesn't untap next time it would.
Dude, how about pulling into a fire breathing with pigs and wyverns already? And a Pigs of the Sounder, dude. I'm pig decking in sealed already.
How about that sentence existing in sorcery?
Dude, he's a total pig decking.
He's pig decking, dog.
He's pig decking.
Yeah, that whole I don't even remember what you said, but it was very compelling. Allerdale says, as an American, those birds have won me games. Yeah, but there's no bald eagles, so.
Dude, and brown bears? Man, this is going to be great.
Brown bears are hot.
I'm going to be rocking.
You got fire-breathing brown bears now?
Yeah, dude. Woo. Power Flight is a great card. You need some bamboozlers. I've come around to your theory. That you didn't really have a theory, you're just doing it, but I've come around to your theory.
What's my theory?
Your theory is you got to have some bamboozling cards.
Oh, yeah.
You got to.
The Hail Mary, it's got to be in the playbook, you know?
You've got to be a little tricky.
Okay, so 2 things crazy here. One, my elite here is a love potion. 6 cost.
I don't have that one yet.
Bearer has sacrifice love potion, gain control of target and minion here until this unit leaves the realm.
I think that's a really good limited card.
That's so good.
Yeah.
That's a 2-fer.
Yeah. Take
away and keepsy.
It costs you cards. So.
I swear, Steven.
Yes.
I don't know what happened. You know what is happening? I think the universe is karmically balancing your fortune because you have your house situation.
Yeah, not great.
This currently. Booster box, you already have pulled a unique foil.
That's right.
I opened a case and got a unique foil.
Are you getting another one?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what is it?
It's Sir Tristan. I just opened.
So you got 2
foil.
of those. Well, maybe you should run the Tournament Grounds.
Can I play? Can I play 2 copies?
Yes,
if I open them in sealed?
Absolutely. Yes, in sealed.
I love you're like, give me a sleeve.
Justin's here too, so he can answer all of our questions.
Good. Ooh, Sir Lamorak.
Also,
No, that's not a real unique, right? That's a. They have to have 2 and 2, I think, to be a.
I
Death
can't,
Strike.
I
Strike
can't possibly track
Oh,
that.
he's
information.
good though. I'm just gonna put my knights in this pile over here. Also, this is my like
I have just my multi-threshold
visit later
situation.
pile. And
Justin's saying just like Zach Whirlwinding from Seattle and flanking. Flanking was the real. That I've played flanking. Is it flanking maneuver? Yeah.
Yeah.
In all 3 of my top 8 games in that tournament.
What's that card that you got the tactical maneuver there, Steven? Best card in the game.
It's not the best card in the game, not at all, but it is a great one. Tactical move,
Dude,
that's a bamboozler. So Air always has the bamboozlers.
cursed land. Whenever another side is played nearby, its controller loses 2 life.
I think Zach's going to bamboozle himself into
If you play
not
that
having
here,
a threshold.
I know exactly. That's the problem.
if you play it here, your opponent, like there's 3 spots that if they play a site, they just lose 2 life.
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
yeah, but you don't get any threshold. Oh, you do. It's
You do, it's
fire.
fire, man.
Wow, that's a great card.
I
Yeah,
know.
play that every time. And they get that poison well, too. Fire didn't even have to play the game anymore. As if they ever did, really. Come on, this is dumb. Who designs cards like this? You just lose life for playing the game?
I feel like you're now feeding the shorts clips with fire rage.
I've been this forever.
Listen, Water
the
got,
shorts came to me. I didn't go to the shorts.
Water got the best cards in the set.
No.
It's not even close.
No, they didn't.
It's not even close.
No, they didn't.
Not even close.
Are you're not even close?
It's not even close, man. Have you looked at all the cards?
No, I've just looked at the cards I'm pulling. I'm having an old-fashioned
actually, you know what?
experience.
I'm not even gonna look. Here's what I'm gonna do. The universe out there. Can I get a poll?
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Which element got the
is-
best cards in the set? I'm just curious.
Is Water's
4
improvement
elements.
from beta to Arthurian Legends the most improved faction?
Well,
yes.
That's like asking if air is air. It has to be. They're the worst in the first set. But point
I'm
is,
still kicking your
we'll do
booty.
a poll. We'll just see which element got the best cards in the set.
Is this a Curio Sealy Court, or is that just a normal card?
That's a normal. The only curio in that realm, I think, is the Unsealy Court, and it's like half of it's still sketched.
Okay, so I'll know. Oh, look, squeakers, dude.
It would be.
Piggin.
I was opening boxes with my wife, and she absolutely adores a lot of the cards in the set. Squeakers being one of the first ones she found.
Here's just a rock. Hey, look, this is maybe the worst card in the set. Anyone who's freaking out about this card's bad. Don't play it in Constructed. Don't play it in Limited. This card is awful, Zach. You agree with me, right?
Yeah.
It's unplayable.
How do you feel about Shapeshift? Alimony tries to transform. Look at the next 5. Choose a minion. Put the rest in the bottom. So it transforms in any of those cards.
Yeah. So
Or
you
4.
trade 2 cards for 1.
But you use the card first.
Yeah.
Then you transform and you get the fresh card.
Is it come in untapped, or does it maintain the state of the card that it replaced?
Choose a minion among them to be the new form. Put the rest in the bottom. I actually don't know the answer to that.
Yeah.
I'm sure someone out there is smart enough to know.
Where's Justin on this?
I don't know if Hamlet's Ablaze is good yet in Limited. I don't know yet. It can be good.
Zach, have you seen the Peasant Revolt card?
The what card?
Peasant Revolt?
Can you pop it?
Yeah.
Is this the fire card that makes the...
I pulled this and I could not believe it.
A fire card, 5 cost, 3 threshold. Destroy everything unique or elite in the realm.
Could do nothing.
Yeah, but it could do everything. Because it's everything. It's not even just minions.
That's right. It's everything. Could kill your stuff. Black Knight coming in. Okay, we got some good knights. And Dame Britomart. That's a fun card. That can be a brain bender.
Alex's comment is very funny. About the flip dichotomy. Yeah.
Oh, Alex, you going to Vegas? Why don't you go to Vegas? Come on, learn the game.
Learn the game.
Come to Vegas. You watch the stream, you know how to play.
Hop in the USPS truck.
Yeah, that's actually accurate.
They don't seem to be using them anyway.
Guess. And I saw. We're not the only people getting dunked on by that. There's other areas where like shipments just go and die.
Sea Giant, this card is great. You made me love that card the other day.
I love that art.
Ooh.
More art like that.
Carolina upon Usk.
Whoa.
This is a great site to have in Limited. Only provides mana and threshold in your back row, but it gives you 3.
Hey,
It's a good draw.
real quick for the folks at home, can we get a poll update, please?
Poll update for those at home. We'll go ahead. We'll end this in a couple minutes at
You can end it.
12:35.
Yeah, okay.
We've got air 6%, even though they have tactile move and all the other good cards.
Now,
They
I didn't
already
say
had the
best
best cards
card,
in the war-
but
in the
best
game.
cards.
Okay.
Cards.
Cards.
Okay.
Earth
6%.
at 24,
Okay. That's-
manageable. Fire at 6, no one likes
Oh,
fire.
and-
And
wait.
water with a
624.
Commanding lead at 67%.
You led the witness.
I don't think I did.
You led the witness.
How did I lead the witness?
Tell me, of all the cards that I have in this water stack, which of them are particularly great? Finwife?
Definitely.
Yes.
Particularly great. It's a playable ordinary. It's hardly going to break
It's not-
water wide open.
It's not particularly great. I am with you. Yeah.
Yes, okay, thank you. Shameless Squire.
That was not good. Not for stealing.
Let's talk about the Lugbog Cat.
Lugbog Cat's great,
A
but
3 for 4.
that's just a numbers card.
Okay. I mean, it's sorcery.
But it's
Most-
hardly an autumnal unicorn already exists in Earth. Like, why are we?
Yeah, and it's one of the best cards.
It can go
It's in
anywhere.
like every Earth deck. They got that card for
They
water.
did get there that card. That's true.
It's really good for steel where people are running.
What
off
about
the element decks.
Swindler Troop?
What does that mean? Do?
It's a 3/3.
Okay.
When you Genesis,
Good so
give
far.
another nearby allied minion stealth.
Yeah, it can be good.
That's so good. So good. 3/3 that gives stealth.
It's not notably great.
If it was 3/3 with stealth, it would be
Mhm.
like this is a in every water deck. That's basically what it is, except for you got to give it to something different.
Isn't there already a 3/3 with stealth in the game?
Like isn't the thieves?
It's
Yes.
one of the. Oh, I thought it was one of the
I
ghosts.
think it's air.
Is it
Here's a
Band of Thieves?
3/3 stealth. Band of Thieves. There you go.
Yeah.
Look,
I got a
You
foil of that.
run it in
Just
every
pulled
air
that
deck.
last night.
Yeah, but I like the giving it better.
but giving it is not always good.
That's right, but it is.
Giving itself stealth is always good.
That's
Okay,
right.
what about-
However,
Ordell, what about Nelly?
Nellie's great.
Don't forget Nelly.
Yeah,
Lady
see,
of the Lake,
Nellie is the kind of card you should say
Snowball.
is notably good.
we're not done. You're
No,
looking at the ordinaries right
Thieving
now.
Magpie, whatever. It's fine.
Yeah,
fine
look
card.
at the ordinaries.
It's a fine card. Shellycoat, I don't know. Do you run it? Lake,
I'm just saying the people have
I
spoken.
think is okay. Helpful Hob can be good, but 4 is heavy. It's going to be in combo decks and stuff. Lettuce Tray is actually very good for water, but you don't have room for it. Grievous Insult. Now this is just good because it's pay 2, tap something, draw a spell. That's good card. See the Court's a good build around theme card. Koenigsee is a better version of a lot of cards that didn't work in beta. Kingswood Poachers is a combo card. Sly Fox is fine. It's one
on,
cost.
On
People love that
Kingswood
side
Poachers.
Yeah.
Do you use Kingswood Poachers to thin your own deck if you don't need the beast?
I think the idea is like you have to have. Isn't there something that casts spells from the banish pile or something like that?
What's the avatar that does that?
Death Speaker?
I don't think Death Speaker or the
No, no, no.
Archimago is from the discard pile or what.
Yeah.
I don't know that we've seen the right card for this yet. Are there beasts that when you banish them they come into play? Are there things that pull beasts out of the banish pile? Is it just thinning your deck with stealth? That's fine.
You can also thin their deck.
Yeah,
too.
you could take if they're running if pigs get really good, you could kill their big
Killer
pigs.
pigs.
Yeah, I don't know why that exists.
If they're running the wolf deck, you could
Listen,
Do nothing.
Danny Goodnight says it best.
Point of
See?
fact, water got the juice.
NAL.
well, yeah, okay.
And I'm just kidding. But what does the poll say? If we ended the poll, we ended the poll.
We're in the poll. And the poll is a
All right, I'll yield to the
strong
poll.
first place for water, a strong second place for earth.
What's
I'll
the
yield
what's
to
the
the
loose
poll.
percentage?
21. It went away whenever I stopped it.
Oh, I see it.
Okay,
62% water. So it's a majority, but not a super majority.
Yeah.
You know.
So I'm in an old fashioned pickle here because I don't really want to play. This water stack is not strong enough to play. So let's dive into why that is. I'll show you my method at least, and it's probably an 80%, probably a 4-2 method. The first thing in any limited format is, do you have actual on the board threats? That's the most important thing you can do, because a creature is like a spell that hits your opponent every single turn, whereas a spell is one-time use. So if you have good minions, that's the first thing you want to identify. So like if I'm looking at this water pool, maybe Swindler Troop is in the good enough stack. Koenigsee is not, Grievous is not, Hob is not, a Fink is okay, Shellycoat is okay, Bird is not, Squire is not, Finwife is not, it's not really a body. Sealy Court, a 6/5 is worth playing in limited pretty much, even if you never...
It's just a 5 strength body.
And you get a fairy at the start of your turn, you can draw for it.
It could literally be 8 cost, and I would still think about it.
Sly Fox is cool.
Stealth is good
at the end of your turn, but it's just 1. So like I just don't think it's fast enough. You need 20 turns of this doing something for it to matter.
If that's the only thing happening.
And then Kingswood Poachers is a fine, but a 4/3 stealth I'm not sure is enough. So we kind of have like a, they're okay. Let's compare that to Earth as an example. Brown Bears is a 4/4. That's great. Those are the numbers we need, right? So over here in water, we've got 4/3, 3/3, 4/4. That's just straight up good. Thankless Squire, we're not sure if it's good yet, but sometimes it is. Kettletop Leprechaun is fine. Rescue, Sparrow, Duel.
I actually refuse to run Kettletop Leprechaun because it creeps me out.
Yeah, well, then that's a good reason. Task Collector is fine. Another Brown Bears is a good body. Pigs of the Sounder, I've got a little pig theme, so I might... There's Grand Old Boar. 5/5, not bad. And can potentially have charge, but really just a 5/5 and then a 6/5. So these are pretty decent bodies, but they're high threshold. So that's kind of a bummer. And Squeakers can maybe get you the Sounders, but it's really just, it's not. Most of the time, it's just going to be a weak 1/1. Then we look at Air. Huntress is pretty good, not the best.
There you go, Justin's got you. You got a Sword and Shield and a Fox.
3-power minion that can never be blocked. Combo.
It can be blocked.
All you need is 2 cards.
It can be blocked. Yeah. Weightless Squire is okay. Tosca moves, okay. Hider Sprites, name a spell. It doesn't really matter. Band of Thieves is pretty good. Tooth Fairies is pretty good.
Also creepy.
So there's only 3 cards there. And then we move on to our bodies in fire. Warhorse is just unbelievable.
I love
Siege Giant,
Warhorse
4/4. Vikings a 5/4. 4 is important. You look for all your 4s.
Who did this art?
That would be Lindsay Crummett.
Crummett, yeah.
And the other one, the air version of this card, is also bananas.
Yeah, it's a fancy word.
It's charge and +1 movement.
Harassing Ruffian's so good.
Just the red, white, black contrast there is so strong.
I mean,
So
really, the question is, where are the 4 strengths?
The challenge, there's basic checklist to me, which is where are the big bodies, where's the removal / direct damage big things. But the real challenge I've experienced is in beta, I felt like I could pretty comfortably play 3 elements if one of the elements was mostly 1 threshold.
Yeah.
And I could run like 3 of those sites and split the others.
They don't want us to do that anymore.
But the density of threats, like bodies big enough to play and mean something and removal, is low enough in each element that I commonly find myself feeling like I need to play 4 elements to get everything I want to get. So then I have to make a weaker deck to be more consistent. But as an example, like I'm looking at all my mixed threshold stuff here. It's not clean.
You got a lot of it. I only got 3 of those or 4 of those.
And I got 7. And like these guys are very good cards. However, they're split pretty evenly among all 4 elements.
Yeah, lovely.
So like I could play these 3 without playing Earth.
Yeah.
And to play these 4, I'd have to play Earth. And this is literally Earth, Air, Fire, Earth, Air, Earth, Fire, Earth, Water. So it's like I can't.
Well, we can just cut your water right off the bat. I know there's water over there on the Earth side too. Yeah,
Zach,
this is tough.
Does it solve your problem if you like mulliganed hard and got tournament grounds? Because are all those sirs? I can't quite tell.
Sirs and knights.
So you wouldn't even have to worry about threshold.
Well, that's I was going through my locations. Where's that? There it is. Tournament grounds. I have 1 tournament grounds.
You'll draw it, right?
But that's why I was asking earlier. Like, I think they're like in this deck, as an example, I would disproportionately benefit from it. I think compared to most pools that are only going to have 3 or 4 things in that category.
Yeah.
But even still, like if you're gonna aggressively mulligan, you know, if you were on 3-3-3-3.
What are the odds? Let me just do the math.
Whatever you're thinking about doing right now is probably just strictly wrong.
I know. I know it's wrong, Steven. I know it's wrong. But this is where we learn.
But if it's wrong, do you even want to be right?
I think just looking at this water pool, right, there's no way it's worth going into 2 threshold water to pick up like Sealy Court. You get 1 card.
That's what
and then Dame. There's no way.
My problem with my water stack right now is I have 5 really good 2 threshold water cards.
5 good ones?
So
that's pretty good.
It's the cat, it's Shapeshift, it's 2 Swindler troops.
You like Shapeshift and Limited though?
The lake, yeah, man.
I mean, it could easily just get Wifferton for 4.
But a lot of times you draw a card.
Yeah.
And it's like at the end when you have 6-7 resources and you get a card.
But don't you spend the card called Shapeshift to do that?
Yeah, but there's also a way to cheat threshold.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Which
can help for the Knights.
Predicament. But the problem is that all of these are 2 threshold. And then when I look at my 1 threshold water cards, it's dubious. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
It's quite dubious. So
I've got these are like I only have 4 really water cards in the 1 threshold slot that I would play. I could force the Fox, but I'm not going to have room for it.
Anger Worm coming in saying Shapeshift also works with Knights. So
yes, yeah, to skip the threshold.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, that was Zach's.
That's the primary. I could see a scenario. So I got 3 of these red breast robins.
Yeah,
where you can be really annoying. It's a flock of robins.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like
you just sit it over there, and then they
would hit each other. Actually, it says each other unit here takes 1. So that.
But I mean, you would just not put them on the same spot.
But that would be the. If it was like a nearby site, everything takes 1. Then you just keep it clear.
If it's turn 6 and I just dropped Vikings and you want to draw into a 1-cost Robin, you go for it.
I don't.
You can also Swindler troop up that Robin. It'll be a Swindler Robin.
And then 20 turns later, Zach, I'm going to get wrecked. I'm dead.
I'll eventually win. Thank you very much.
It's the Arthurian Legends version of the egg.
I almost feel like everything 1 cost or 2 cost even should have charge.
Ooh.
Just have a little swarm army. Because otherwise, in limited, it's just too slow.
Yeah. The lower cost stuff that I am willing to play is anything that comes with a Lance token.
Yes. Man, Lance tokens are good.
That's the whole set is around that little card.
Okay, so we've cut everything that's water above 1 threshold, and so we leave 2 Knights in play with the 1 water threshold. This little 3/2 Lance Blue Knight is fine. The Black Knight, though, is great. What was that?
Don't worry.
How many you got? Oh, yeah. I mean, you could.
3 tactical move.
Move your Robins around.
No. I don't even know if you want to play 3 of them. I feel like that card once breaks the game, and 2 in your hand is just overkill at all points. But here we go. This is pretty sweet. Look at that. 3 of those guys.
Yeah, that's... I wish they had charge.
Yeah. I wish they had a lot of things. How do you feel about the Hydra sprites?
No.
I know, they're creepy. That's a constructed card if I've ever seen one. It's like, you know what I don't need right now is a grapple shot. So,
yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah. So I'm definitely going into 2 threshold fire just based on the cards that I have here. This is where all of my bodies are. So I know I've got to go 2 threshold fire. So for me, that brings in any like good fire cards as well. I think fire breathing could be one of those cards. It could also not be. I need to check my beast threshold.
Cardboard Guy has joined us, so maybe they have.
Hi, Sophie.
Now,
help.
Reckless Squire is far and away the best of the squires.
The red one?
Yeah. Charge Lance is like, that's a removal spell.
Mm-hmm. That's the curio I opened.
That is so good.
But I told my friends about it, Jonathan.
Well done.
Immediately.
You texted me yesterday. Yeah.
Zach's not mad. He's just disappointed.
That's what friends do, man.
A picture, posted on the Discord. I
Hey,
let
I'm
people
so-
know.
hey, y'all.
Even Sophie for the Cardboard Guide tracks all the curios being opened specifically, so now she knows that you open one, so she can track it.
Oh, okay.
Curio in the shadows there.
Sorry, Sophie.
Yeah.
I just want to apologize.
I just want to share in your joy.
I didn't realize
they're
there
rare
was
enough.
a whole
I want to
scenario.
share in it.
Yeah, I thought we were friends.
It was one of those,
And
like, I think that's exactly how you want curios to go, where I was like, why is this in a different language?
Yeah.
Is this a curio?
What is going on?
And like a longer I thought, I was like, that was definitely a curio.
Yeah, it's
You
got it.
open a curio.
Yeah, that's got to be
gotta
a curio. Yeah. Love it.
Hey, look at this, dude. This is like a hot sauce bar in fire.
I'm not pleased.
3 burning hands, reckless squire, all on my 4 strength bodies, a warhorse, which is also just a removal spell.
Dude, 2 Vikings too.
Harassing ruffians can't be defended, and Saracen raiders with charge.
That's my kind of seal pool.
Dude, I love those raiders.
How
I'm gonna do an optional fire breathing. I'm gonna have to wait and see where my beast dragon spread ends up.
do you feel about the card Duel?
I can't bring myself to run any of them.
I have this weird
It'd be in the bamboozle slot.
I have this weird concept of a deck forming, and it's really loose idea.
The concept of a deck.
I do have a concept of a deck.
It's like you've been working on this deck for 8 years. Tell us about the deck. Like the concept.
Yeah,
of the deck.
yeah. I need to open some more packs and think about it some more. But I have a lot of Lance tokens. So
Great. That's a great concept.
cards, like Duel, when we were first playing, I was like, I would never play this because I have like 2 Lance tokens in my pool.
Yeah.
But I'm going to count in a second. It's like I have a weird amount.
Mm-hmm.
And that card gets a lot better if it's duel something with a Lance token from a side away and don't have to move there or tap to do it. And then you get to swing into the side or a different side or whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
But it is one of those just kind of sealed principles for me is if the card in and of itself is not worth playing, you should not have very many of those.
I mean, that card does nothing by itself.
That's right. It's a bamboozler.
But in the right moment.
It would be like if we're going to use a football analogy. If you had a playbook of football plays you could run, you wouldn't stuff the whole book with Hail Marys.
No.
But you might want...
Or like flea flickers.
That's right. Or trick plays or whatever. But you might want just like a couple of them.
Just one, maybe.
So, if you had like is it 25 cards? Is that what we have to play to?
24.
24?
4-12, yeah. Or is it 25-12? Because I hate that it's not.
It's like off.
It's 25-12.
I think it's 25-12.
It should be
Oh, I think we were
24-12.
playing 24-12.
Well, we
in
should.
Germany.
Everyone should be playing 24-12.
Yeah,
It's the
definitely.
craziest thing.
My brain likes it way more.
Mhm.
However, in a 24 card deck, let's say, or 25 card deck, I'm probably on like the 2-3 trick play card at most, and they got to be good trick plays.
Mhm.
So when I'm examining cards, I'm just looking at get all the fundamental stuff in. How many slots do I have?
That's it.
And I've got like 3 slots left, 2 slots left. What are my
Mhm.
best trick cards?
That's where the tricks go. I agree with you.
Yeah.
And so just to keep in touch with anyone who's actually trying to learn anything from this video, fire, these are all my bodies. So what I'm looking for is it 4 strength or higher? And then if not, does it have a particularly good ability? So Harassing Ruffians is just a solid 3/3 with a great ability. Saracen Raiders is an overcosted 4/3, but it does have charge. Charge, I think, is at least worth the cost, like 1 cost, maybe 2 costs most of the time. It's a very good ability. Means you always get value out of your cards. And so when you're thinking of the limited format, we're going to get a limited number of cards. We're going to be playing a tighter fundamentals game. So every card that I play needs to be doing something that's really relevant. And charge is an easy way to guarantee that. And then Warhorse, charge carrying ally seems like, whatever. But if you think about playing the Warhorse and then immediately being able to play it onto an ally on your side of the board, move the Warhorse because it has charge. Now this ally can suddenly swing 1 deeper than you thought. Add a Lance token, or it just gets you places that your opponent can't predict that you can get. So also being a 2/2 with charge just straight away is excellent. Burning Hands ×3 because it says damage. Just direct damage spell. That's always going to kind of fundamentally change the math and can clear out the way for your bigger swings to not get blocked by foot soldiers, those kinds of things. Reckless Squire, another kind of removal spell. Charge Lance is basically give something on the board a Lance token, basically wherever it is, and then let it go swing first with +1 strength. And so most of the time, that's going to yield you a card for card exchange, but you're going to get a 3/1 that sits on the board. It's great.
Sophie, I appreciate the shout out here. Read that comment if you're watching.
Math isn't mathing.
Math ain't
I like
mathing.
the likes.
Justin saying charge is always great. Corlash, welcome, saying late again, but I've smashed that like button.
Yeah, thanks.
Got carried away working on a card alter commission.
All right.
Yeah, some of your alters, I checked that out. I found out he makes alters, and they look great.
Yeah, I love it.
All right.
Big alter fan.
Another thing about Arthurian Legends that is very different if you're coming in like me, having played a lot of beta, is that the packs you actually get in the sites are really important. So
The sites you get in the packs?
yeah. Previously, you kind of had access to the base level fire, earth, air, water sites.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times, a foot soldier or 1 damage on the base was better than almost anything you could open. And so here, that's another layer I'm going through here. But like a good example of this to me is like I got a troll bridge, which is 1 water threshold. But this is the first time a lone enemy enters here each turn. Strike it unless they discard a card.
Mm-hmm. It's a good one.
It's a 3 strength. That actually does bog is another one of these. Till the next turn, units are mobile on top and nearby site.
Water stats are good.
So like this is actually convincing me that I might be playing more water than I expected because I've got some like
You got good sites.
good water sites. 2 bogs and a troll bridge is like
2 bogs and a troll bridge, baby.
Did you get any Hamlets Ablaze? Because I dream about that
I have one of them.
Hamlets Ablaze combo.
I have 1 Hamlets Ablaze.
Probably not going to happen.
What's this combo?
So
The bog.
Just freeze it and blow it.
And then Hamlets Ablaze, make sure they die. I know, it's so tantalizing.
But again, back to, is this card playable in and of itself? Hamlets Ablaze. No.
Yeah, it's just a scrambler.
It is, but that's a Hail Mary card as well. It's like this is my 1 Lucy card.
Sophie confirming about the toll bridge.
The toll bridge, which I think is hilarious. You got to pay the troll toll, you know?
Yeah, it's good.
And you know what's funny is the last crazy curio that was really hard to find was the troll one, right?
Yeah, it's because on the back, instead of saying Eric's Curiosa, it said Eric's Curio. Whew. There's a Arca Mago.
Yeah.
I think with the back that said Curio too. Okay, instead of saying Avatar in the Avatar text, it says like...
Seriously?
Yeah. Yeah, here, let me find it.
You're going to have to search
I love
my
curios,
stuff
man.
now.
It says Spellbook on the back. Like this.
So it just doesn't have full art. That's the thing?
No, it has full art, but on the back, in this little... And normally it says Avatar there. On the avatars.
Wait a minute.
Instead of saying Spellbook.
It's not even foil. It's just a normal Archimego.
It's just an Archimego with Spellbook on the back instead of
I think
Avatar.
I bet we missed some in beta.
So one of the things that might bring you comfort and joy, or not, is that apparently in beta and alpha, there were 18 curios
How do you know that?
that we found.
So you think 18 is just the number of every set?
So in this set, not counting the like gilded cards,
Mm-hmm.
there are 18 have been discovered so far.
Okay. So
There were
we
17 for a minute, and then
Okay.
the toll bridge came out.
Okay, that might be it.
I believe. Now I'm not.
You think Eric's the kind of guy that's gonna?
Let me tell you one thing. The only thing is for sure about Eric. This is what I know. Actually, this is fact. Ship this. If anything's true about Eric, it's this. Nothing's for sure.
Nothing's for certain.
Yeah.
He would even establish that precedent just to make people confused
The next
whenever
time.
it's broken
Yeah,
next
100%.
time. Yeah.
And this is why we love Eric.
Okay. Let's see if we got anything in Earth worth writing.
There's the new art for like the common village here. Summon a foot soldier token.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a banger of a card to open now.
That's a great card now.
Whereas in beta it was like, oh, that's just a waste of my time.
Yeah.
Sophie confirming 14 discovered curios that are not gilded.
14.
14.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, you gotta look at the backs now too. You know. There's no way.
I was a little nervous because we were opening packs when we were at Essen.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like handing out my ordinaries like it was candy, so I didn't have to pack them on the way home. Who knows?
Yeah, that you curioed yourself.
It's like that toll bridge is gone. Devastating.
Yep.
Looks like Cardboard Guy's got a video coming out on Friday about that.
All right.
So tune in. Get ready.
These.
We're gonna make some mistakes.
I don't know, man. This Thankless Squire just isn't it, right? For 5, it just isn't it. It isn't. And Immobile is close. Task Collector,
Where
not
is he
quite
at?
there in limited.
What are we talking about?
It's the 3 Lance immobile.
Lance is so good.
Yeah, but you're going to have to put, and you drop it on an ally when you first play it, of course, and give them 1 or 2 Lance tokens, and then that ally swings in, and it's a good trade. And then after that, sits there, and then you got to put something on it, and then next turn you have the Lance token to go. I mean, it's kind of on the bubble. It's not doing anything great on its own. Like, if it's a tight game, you draw into that, a lot of times it's not enough. But then sometimes you drop it, and then the Lances go, and then suddenly you're card up.
Yeah, I don't know. It's of the squires, Fire Squire is definitely my number 1.
Yeah, easy.
I believe I like the Water Squire.
I believe too.
Shameless Squire, Lance, tap target nearby enemy, it drops everything. Yeah, it's great. That was good too. Just so we're aware. And it's only 3 costs. 5 is like astronomically more expensive.
Yeah.
That is.
But you have a lot of money in limited in this one.
Well, or you've won by then.
You see like the Water Squire?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Dude, tapping something?
It's cool because the Spear Marshal,
tap
which is
them.
also like a
forgot about
slower.
Yeah, it
That
gets.
is much better. Tap target number. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
What?
great.
So it looks like your what would I call that? The things that give you lots of lances are 5 costs. So you got your Spear Marshal, 5 costs.
The
your
Spear
Temple
Marshal's
Squire.
on a different level though.
These 3 and infinite lances.
So, that
And
last
it's not
part of
immobile.
that sentence?
And not immobile.
Not
Yeah.
immobile is the key.
Not immobile and infinite?
Yeah.
And it's got infinite in there. in the sentence you just used.
Does it say infinite?
This little infinity sign, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and they're the same threshold.
Yes.
Welly, well.
Gee Wilkers. All right, let's just count.
All right, I'm going to count up the cards that I definitely want to play in Fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's almost half of my pool right there in Fire. Now, the air cards I really want to play, only 6. The earth cards are only 6, and one of them is a 3 threshold card. But I'm already at 13 because I'm going to play Sword and Shield. Let's get our knights back out here. Let's cut all the garbo. Okay. This is where, to me, it's really helpful to just believe in the decisions you've made.
Don't look back.
Just throw them in the pile, and if you need to go get them again, you can. Rescue is an absolute waste of time. I think these threshold 2 costs, I don't... It's not for me unless it's a really weird pull of cards. These are the kind of maybe earths. These are the maybe airs. These are the definite fires. And then these are not really maybes even. I wouldn't even play those, so let's get them out of there. And then we're definitely playing Sword and Shield. Let's just put it where do I want it? Here. Shameless Squire is a definite good. Black Knight, Blue Knight potentially gets to get played if I go into water. And then past that, maybe some Shelly Coats. I don't even know. I don't even know if this card's good in there. Sly Fox is okay. Poachers is okay. Grievous Insult is pretty good. Light removal spell. Light Stray can be good. It's not gonna get in though. I know that based on just looking at the numbers. Okay, so now let's take a little tour. Double air. This is going to be the question. If I go air, I get this card. If I go air, water, fire, I get the Blue Knight. But the Blue Knight is not that good. 3/3/2 Lance is good, but it's not like I need to bend over backwards to make that card playable.
I would agree with that.
Okay, what do we have in terms of sites?
So you're low on the waitlist, Squire.
Love Forge. Yeah, no way.
But look at him.
It's fine. It's a fine card. It would be like the 30th card.
How do you feel about Tactical Move?
Again, it's a good card.
It's a boozler.
But if you have like one ally and it's a Sparrow, it's a dead card in your hand. Treetop Hideout, great card. Carleon upon the Usk. Excellent card. We're playing that. Bubbling Brook, not bad. Not a bad one. Hunter's Lodge, it's fine, but I wouldn't go into Earth to care about it. Lookout, I don't care about this card. In fact, I don't even want to play it because I don't like having the information. Pond.
I'm more prone to mistakes when I have this information.
Yeah, depending on beast, I don't really have... If I go into Earth, Pond could be pretty good. Because I think I've got 5-6 beasts here. Yeah.
What does silence and tap mean?
So silence means they can't cast spells. They're a spellcaster. Tap means you tap them.
So taps.
Yeah. Okay. That's really what matters, though. You tap them. The silence is fine. If it matters, it rarely would.
Here's a question.
Turn off fire breathing or burning hands.
Keening Banshee.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm casting it for 0, do I still have to have the threshold?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Projectiles can't enter. That's not a terrible. That's a pretty good little Earth card.
That also counts for magic things as projectiles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like that chain, whatever, the magic missiles, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
Bog, still good. Hamlet, no threshold, no play. In my mind. Destroy all weapons and armor with the bonfire. That's a fine card. Common Village, great little piece of land there. 2 Leyline Hinge. Ooh, if I got 3, I might play him. Kelp Cavern doesn't really matter here. Not worth going into water for, but I'll put it in the pile. Fey City, tap an allied fairy, shoot a projectile dealing 1 damage. I don't think I have a lot of fairies worth having. It seems like a constructed card. So it just gets in the air, but I'm probably not going to play it. Ooh, another Forge. Dang, dude, this is good. And another Treetop Hideout. Those are the ones that you want to be playing.
You got some good sites. Do you have the draft pack? Yeah, there. Can you pass that over here real quick?
Yeah. These guys?
That's what I'll look at. So we're stuck on Spellslinger, right?
So Justin coming in with something I didn't know. Silence removes the text box. It's a weaker version of Disable.
Really?
They can still walk and attack and defend.
I thought they just couldn't cast spells.
I thought so too.
You know, like what
different.
silence means.
Where does it mean that?
In every role-playing game on Earth.
He's correct.
I wouldn't know.
Math
That.
checks
Silence.
out.
They can't talk. They can't cast spells. They can't talk. They can still charge.
Unless you like do one of those like awful builds where you put points where you can just move your fingers and you cast a spell.
So this is like a.
Prestidigitation.
That's
I
a
mean,
Josh
everybody
Taylor
does.
special.
Everybody does that.
This is like a Harry Potter magic situation where you have to say the spell for it to happen.
I mean,
Gizmo Autumnal or whatever.
Good magic systems, yes, you would have to say the spell.
Is that true in Lord of the Rings?
But once you get like the sorcerer stuff where they're just like, yeah, you just do it, natural. Really boring. Very boring for the GM.
Gotcha.
It's like, oh, it's not a story element anymore. It's just some overpowered magic battery that can
Things
just
happening here.
cast spells at will.
Yeah.
You don't have to go do the weird memorize your spell book thing at camp. Don't have to worry about spell slots really. Just good at it. Just naturally better. And I just find it very boring, Zach.
How do you feel about it?
I'm not running water, y'all.
Oh, man.
I'll lose the Black Knight if I have to, okay? And I will. And I'm losing it. There it goes. And there it goes. There's just not enough. There's just not enough.
Goes.
Can somebody sell me on Shelly Coat?
Coat salesman.
That's a Selly code.
Go down the old Burlington Coat Factory there.
Yeah.
Shelly Coat's 30% off.
I feel like a lot of times it takes John and I like playing off each other for like half a second to get to the what should have been the first joke. We did that at Aston a few times too, where one of us would say something, the other would come back in. It's like, oh, you should have said this.
All right, so we're going to remove all the water stuff. Sorry, water. I didn't have the goods. I needed some cats or some kind of big bodies there. Let's see. You guys have any...
Here, you can have this back. I've made my bed.
All I just said, Shellycoat won all my pre-release games. I mean, 2-3 on the defense. I know how the card works, but I'm just not. But a 2 power, 2 cost minion on the board, is it having an impact on your chances to win that game when it could be anything else?
Well, it's really not whether it's good or not. It's what are you choosing to put in your deck over this?
That is the question.
Because if the stat said, it's kind of a more powerful version of it, 2/3.
It's like Magic Missiles is good.
Just cancels all that stuff.
Yeah. But I don't know that I'd go into water to play 2 of them.
Yeah. Did I include it in my stack? I know I had one. I didn't. That's how good I think it is.
And you're playing water.
Oh, yeah.
You're not even playing your Shellycuts.
All up in water. Well, but again, it's like, what are you choosing instead of it? And let me get to a card that's worse than a Shellycoat here.
Thomas has got some Mythos coming in, Steven. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, good.
I would play all of these over Shellycoat, I think. So, to kind of recap where I landed, strategically speaking, if you call it that, I have 2 critical sites. One is the tournament grounds. Because I have 7 multi-threshold knights, sirs, dames, etc.
Very good.
I also have annual fair, which says you pay 1 to gain a color.
Good. Yeah, that's a good one. That'll save a lot of problems.
So with two sites that are kind of my get out of jail free card on threshold, it lets me play Will Jazz, which I'm excited about. And then I essentially looked at I brought in all the locations that actually had good abilities. Surprise. Wow. But I was looking at all of the things, particularly that have 2 threshold of anything, and determined that the thing that was most important was water and air for my 2 thresholds, because I didn't have a couple fires. So I went a little heavier on that, but I'm playing all 4 colors.
That's cool. Very cool.
These 2 cards help that a lot, specifically.
I think the fair is probably my top pick for limited forever.
It unbinds a lot of bad situations.
Yeah, Steven was bobbing and weaving the last sealed game we played.
Just making threshold at will. Okay, let's see how many.
Sleeve up because I got that fancy foil of yours.
Let's see where we're at whenever we run all the cards we want to run.
I was at 29.
Okay. 1,
Quality
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25. I'm at 25. And I can play 25.
You're done.
There it is.
The deck is built.
Well, it kind of is, but then you got to question it.
I was saying 4 colors is so bad. We're about to put that to the test.
Yeah, it can work. I mean, it's just how many games does it have to work?
I think having 2 out of 12 sites that effectively mitigate that completely, and knowing I can mulligan 3, my odds of seeing at least one of those is pretty high. Because usually you have your initial 3 sites that you have, right? But I will typically get 5 to 7 sites down. So by the time I'm playing 6 and 7 cost situations or 5 cost things, I've usually seen, if you mulligan 3 and you're going to play 7, you see 10 of your 12 sites. So both of those sites would have to be the bottom 2 for me not to see them. But then I have the rest. I mean, here we go. We'll see. We will see.
Okay, so these Earth cards are not it. They're out.
Justin's asking about those mats. I saw that.
Yeah.
The line doesn't quite line up.
Well, it's just they need to go up.
This way.
This way?
Down this way.
Wait, I'm going the wrong way too.
Because probably about right there.
Also, what about this middle line?
We don't ask questions.
Yeah, we got to do that.
Get out of my space.
There we go.
Just create a little. You're not quite there. Go towards you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, Justin's saying it used to be 25-12 and now it is 24-12.
Oh, good for them.
So that's why there was the confusion.
And 24 is the minimum.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so I'm on cuts. Ugh. I'm on cuts. All right, 3 sites. So I can't play any tricks. I've got all
good cards.
Good cards.
That is a quality problem.
The world's a funny place, really. Okay, and then we've got Fire, Earth here. So that's going to stay. These are all fine. I mean, pebbled paths can be a bit of a yes or no. Minions atop nearby sites lose charge. There's a lot of times I don't want that at all. I've got charge, charge, charge.
It's also like you just have to play it on a turn where it would matter if I had it to really do anything, right?
But it's also one of those sites that is going to totally hose you. You're going to play it, and then you're going to need to play a charge minion nearby 2 turns later, and you're going to be like, why did I ever play that card?
Yeah. Now, you could play Hamlets Ablaze. Blow up your own site.
This is the stupidest thing. Why do we even have to talk about it?
I wouldn't play it.
I do like Hamlet's Ablaze in general. I think it's a fine card.
Yeah. I particularly like the art.
It can screw up their exceptionals that are giving them threshold. I'm not going to play it. It's too scary for me. I will play Hunter's Lodge. Enemies lose stealth, of course. No downside there. Summon a Foot Soldier is good. And, of course, the Impenetrable Copse is good. So we got 3 there, 2 there, 3 there. We've got 1 kind of floating. Now, I need to get 2 threshold everywhere. And then I need to get to 3 threshold in Earth. But I've also got an extra Earth site back here. So I think a 4-4-3 probably is where I'm at. And then add this supplementary. So then where are my best? I can't play almost anything in air without 2 threshold.
What's the supplementary thing do?
It gives me a Earth Fire on the background.
Cool.
I've got a lot of good 1 threshold fire cards, so I'm going to go 3 fire. 4 Earth.
Oh, you're doing the old 3-color classic?
And then 1 bonus.
Wouldn't it be nice?
Wouldn't it be?
To not be strangled to death by your 4 threshold needs.
All right, let's look at each opponent's hand. That's fine. And then I'll do Face City. Do I have any fairies?
Isn't Shellycoat a fairy?
I'm not playing Shellycoat.
Oh, bummer.
I don't have any fairies, so I'm not even give you the weird, it's allied only, so it does nothing.
You do got pigs.
Yeah, which is like the fairies of the south.
That's a beautiful card.
Who
did that
4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah, Vasily. Ooh, that card looks good.
All right, I need a blank Earth, and then I'll take that's it, just a blank Earth. I'm just, isn't it funny they made beautiful paintings for these cards?
The generic cards, yeah.
Which is funny. It's not that funny because it's the card you're going to see the most often, I would say.
Yeah, constantly.
Okay, so with this spread, what we know is that if we don't get to 2...
Your chat comment is killer.
Actually, let's think about this a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It was close for a second.
Yeah, I was just really taking my time to see. Again, I had a concept for a deck. John left a comment saying he thought today might be the day you sleeved your deck before I did. I was really
use all the time you have to build. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, I just want to let you know the pig thing that I'm doing. If I was actually playing the game well, I think they're all runnable.
3 3s and 5 5s. It doesn't matter about anything else.
The 1/1's fine. It maybe if it gives you the pigs, the sounder, it's phenomenal. If it turns on grand old board, it's fine. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
You know you got more than
2, 24.
You said 3, 4, 5, but there were 6 here. This was hidden.
Oh, okay. That's probably where I was off. 3, 6, 7, 40, 50, 60, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do have 25, so I've got to cut one.
Slowy Joe. Slow-eye Joe. Or Slowy Joe. Slowy Joey. Anywho, hi Joe. How is everyone's babies doing? My daughter's now 5 months old. I got home from deployment 2 weeks ago, and I'm loving being a dad. Wow. So were you deployed the whole, if you don't mind me asking, were you deployed the whole time? Until now? That would be devastating.
Tough.
So thank you for doing that. My baby's doing great.
Baby's doing great.
It's if there was a average amount of sleep per night tracked on a weekly basis, the line would look like this. Jonathan shaking his head in disgust over there. My wife is awesome at being a mom, and particularly the whole we use an app called Huckleberry, and it's like sleep times and wake up windows and feeding times and the whole 9 yards. And it's just crazy to watch it work. And it's like last night we put our daughter down. It's like, well, she'll probably wake up in this window. Boom, on the money. It's like, this is crazy. This is like black magic. Anywho, healthy baby, healthy mom. Sleep is resuming a little bit. It's amazing to me how much less time I have to do anything else besides work and be a dad. But as she's starting to sleep a little bit more and the routine's becoming a routine, you start to get some of that back. Sleeping a little more normal, having a little more time. It's crazy to witness. But yeah, it's been profoundly good.
Let's play a little game.
Okay.
Which of these do you cut? Casting at Exile.
Having no other context. My God, that looks good. Hold on.
Yeah, it's a good card.
So let me absorb this.
The wording on this card always flummoxes me.
2 cost, get rid of whatever you want as long as they're on your site.
I think this is phenomenal.
It's a phenomenal card, right?
The removal is like impossible in this set. So
just raw removal.
That's crazy.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we have Keening Banshee, 4/3 cast for 0, or 4/3 charge.
I like the Saracen Raiders more than the Banshee.
Me too.
You
Banshee's
had to
out.
cut one?
Yeah.
And I like Cast and Exile more than all 3 of them.
Love it. I agree with you.
I do like the
wholeheartedly.
Banshee. It's just like a
It's just a
decent
25th card.
body, yeah.
Perfect 25th card. Okay. So we've got, actually, this is just a straight up, this is one of the better of the fundamentals decks that I've seen in Arthurian Legends. So I'll be curious to see if that's enough, given that it doesn't really have much trickery.
It's just fundies, man.
The trickery's on the cards.
Yeah, if you draw cards and they're playable and good, things take care of themselves.
That's our,
Joe, happy to hear
our
you.
goal.
Apparently got to come home for 3 weeks when his daughter was born, but now he's home. So glad to hear that. That's I can't imagine having to keep missing that, and then also even just I'm assuming the burden on the people, your wife or spouse or the mother, and the family. Like that would just be that's a lot. That's a very notable and hard phase.
You don't usually sleep.
Well, I sleep because I have that foil.
Yeah.
That
So now I got to get more sleep because I was,
Luckily, we know where they make them.
Oh man, this sleep box has been great.
Yeah.
Hasn't it?
Yeah.
Don't you know it?
So just to be fair and stuff, would you like to cut either of my decks before I draw? Okay, let's just let's $1 million.
I think those harassing ruffians you've got though.
$1 million question right here. Bada bing,
You should
bada boom.
show what you're doing with your mulligan though for the sites, especially to get your threshold.
It's 3 and 4, right?
I won't pay attention. It's fine.
I don't. You can. I'll play open-handed if you want.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a treetop hideout, a bog, and an annual fair. So we got the annual fair.
Yeah, keep that one, yeah.
Then I also drew a lumbering giant, a grievous insult, a shapeshift, and a verdant knight.
I'm gonna send 2 of those for sure.
Send 2 of them.
The middle 2.
These two.
Yeah.
They're not good early, but you only get a mulligan 3 cards, and we've got 7 here. So, water and air are my really important 2 threshold situations. I don't have any fire at all, so I'm gonna actually mulligan everything but the verdant knight, because I know I can get the verdant knight out, and then I don't getting 2 fire threshold could be dubious. Although a 4/4 giant is a bomb.com card, but my deck is loaded. I have 7 multi-threshold things, 3 or 4 of which are like, that's what I want to be playing at the
Massive,
five cost situation. So I'm gonna mulligan 3 and we'll see what we get. And I'll hide the 3 I get from Steven.
Here we go.
So just for clarification, Zach, I asked in the chat earlier, but there you can pay as many as you want for as much threshold as you want.
Over and over again.
But you'd have to be able to pay it and play.
Right. Pay it and play.
Pay and play.
Pay and play. Pay to play.
Also good to note, what is the highest cost card in your deck when you go into a game of sealed, right?
Yep.
So I know that 6 is my highest with the Wyvern. I think it's Wyvern. The Wyvern player said it's Wyvern. I always call it a wyvern.
I call it wyvern.
I called it a wyvern. Got lucky on that one.
I mean, the Monsters Manual didn't
was
give
not from
us
science.
a guide. There's no pronunciation.
How did your father pronounce it?
He didn't
Our
ever see it, I don't think.
high school DM, who were still good
Josh
friends
Taylor.
with, yes,
Hi, Josh.
was not known for his accurate pronunciation of things.
Kind of has
right.
flavor, you know?
I called it a champion setting for many years.
Instead of campaign.
Yeah.
Champion setting.
Oh my god.
Which actually still works.
It works. Idea gets across.
Yeah,
Champion?
What is your
Champion
champion
setting.
setting? Well,
And did that come from Josh?
Oh yeah.
He's like,
Well, he was the
let's
one that taught me about.
let's start the champion.
He inducted us into everything Dungeons and Dragons, so we just took his word as gospel.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced that Burning Hands is good, by the way.
And you're playing 3 copies?
I'm playing 3 of them. So we'll see if that's true or not. But like, there's a lot of times where this card does nothing.
Do you have the mortals for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got more
I
than different
do-
area codes.
There's so little removal, and there's so little direct damage. Some amount of that to just get a Death Door Avatar out
True.
is worth a lot, but it's sort of like the trick play cards. If you have a bunch of those, and I have a bunch of 3 health things,
Yeah, exactly.
it's not doing a lot. However, 2 of them together,
2 cards for 1, baby. That's what we're...
but it could be way more than that,
Yeah,
right?
it
Because
could.
it'd be
It could.
4 damage on 2 different sites.
Or it's like Burning Hands, tap Vikings, do 3, that kind of stuff.
Chase, what up? Saying the internal discussions and pronunciation of Wyvern for the trailer was epic, rivaled only by the great GIF debate.
Gift. Tomato. Jimmy, that's what it says on the card. Regular Christopher Walken over here.
The thing about it was, I was reading it and I deadpanned Jonathan as soon as I read it just to see his reaction, and it was great. His face wasn't showing, but I wish it was.
It took a little time to register, didn't it?
Oh.
Have you seen that SNL skit with Christopher Walken where they're doing "You say potato, I say potato"? He's just reading the cards. It's so funny. You say potato, I say potato.
Whew. Chase saying it's Jif. Well, good luck proving it. I actually, it's a hill. I'll just say GIF, but I'm not bothered if someone says GIF, and I won't even correct you. Let it stand. It's okay. We can both coexist.
Wow.
Just for you. Well, that debate's settled. Woo.
So true. Tomato, potato.
It's one of those moments where I'm like, I'm really having to actively bring myself back to center to not just laugh more.
Yeah, thank goodness.
I wish more live comments were coming in because
Well,
he just says GIF in all caps and I just can't not see it.
The last thing we want is more laughter.
Yeah, no joy here.
That's not what this is about. It's about hardcore sorcery gameplay advice.
That's right. And
Hardy
market
card.
and like
Did
market
any-
advice.
There's nothing that we did there that's actually terribly helpful to anybody watching, I don't think.
I don't know. You tell me.
I marked a couple of things. There may be some shorts showing up about.
Find your 4 strengthers, play your bodies, play your direct damage, see what's left, play your tricks, and then see if you can fit all that in your threshold.
But like you were playing 3 threshold, and you had 24 very playable, independently good cards, and
Yeah.
we'll see if it works. But
Yeah.
there is you'll be very consistent, but you could also consistently go like 4-2 in the tournament,
Yeah, exactly.
and like someone that was willing to be a little spikier. And by
Well, hot
spiky, I
sauce.
mean cards that are not always just worth something.
But like that power of flight that gives you a 2 for 1, or like those kinds of moments. Because it's really about, can I trade 1 card for 2 of their cards?
Danny
that's the
Goodnight
question.
again is coming in clear as a bell. I
right.
disagree. I think you went over some important notes.
You don't want to cut those.
Yeah, if you did find it helpful, I'd be curious to know that.
Like the video, subscribe.
Like it, smash it, subscribe it.
Go ahead and go buy a few boxes of ale.
Just comment now or later. That would be the best sign.
Yes, just cases of
Booster
Arthurian
box.
legends.
For every box sold, we'll know it was helpful. And if it was helpful, we'll do more of these, Because we're definitely not going to stream more Arthurian Legends sealed in the next year. 0%. Oh, wait.
I'll tell you the hardest thing about this format is remembering to draw 4 spells.
It is challenging.
Okay, I'll do the same thing. Oh my gosh. Hot sauce bar. Hot sauce bar, hot sauce bar. Perfect. I wouldn't change anything. So I'm going to start with 2 fire threshold, which is the majority of my cards. and I'm going to start with 1 water and 1 earth. So I just need to pull 1 more of both. Now, where this goes wrong...
Hold the phone.
What's up?
You have D20s?
Yeah. Actually, I've got some in my car.
I've also got so far away.
I've got D6s.
We just need to roll for even Stevens. So before you make your choice, you should know.
Oh, right.
So
even, really? We know before we choose?
I think so.
For real?
Yeah, you get mulligan based on whether you go first or second, I think. It was even, so you get choice.
I get choice or I go first?
You get choice. You haven't seen your cards
No,
yet.
but didn't we say in the rules it says the high roll goes first?
You're asking the wrong guy about what's in that rule book.
I've never seen somebody literally lose consciousness when confronted with a question like that.
It's like when you're.
It's like you stare down your own death there suddenly.
In college, my grad marketing class, we had to read a lot of books. It was like a book a week.
How do you market grads?
Market grads? And there were like 50 of us in the class. But one thing my professor would do literally during the first 30 minutes of every class was he would go one by one and he'd point at you and you'd have to stand up and he'd ask you a question about the book you were supposed to read. And he would ask, like, it's the kind of questions, it's not even conceptual, it's just clear that you read this book or not.
Yeah.
To see if you're reading, right?
Good idea.
And after about 2 weeks, people were like, oh, I don't want to look like an idiot. But still, 10 weeks into this class, people would show up and it's like, this is coming. And you'd ask a question. And then my favorite part was they would then try to make something up.
Yeah, great.
And it's like, just say you didn't read it. Like, it's going to be better for all. Anyways, when you asked me, you remember we decided, we looked it up in the rule book, this thing existed. I felt the same way where it's like, I can either make something up or just acknowledge that I have no clue. And I had no clue.
Oh, man. All right, so here's beef.
2 earth threshold, though.
Yeah, and I've only got 1 currently. I'll have 1 to start. So, my first few draws, I'm going to draw sites. I've only got 2 fires left to draw, so my worst draws would be 2 more fire sites. So then I'd brick. And then that 4th draw, or that 3rd draw, would definitely either be air or earth. If it's air, and then the next 3 cards are air, I can't play any of these cards. But these are great cards. Ergo, knowing what I know here, I'm actually going to ship the air to try to get an earth threshold, but I'm also worried because this 1 air is 1 of 4. And so if my others are buried, now I start drawing 2 threshold air cards. So I'm not going to do that. I'll tell you what I will do is I will de-min-max this a little bit. So I'm going to ship 1 of these.
Yep.
Do I want to play Brown Bears at 4 or Wyvern at 5? This is a later card. I really don't want to. I don't want to see this now, but this is the most powerful card in my deck technically. Let's ship that one.
So that's fun. I would have done the opposite.
Would you ship the Brown Bears?
If I were choosing 1, it gives me more time to get the other earth threshold too.
That's true. That's a good point. I may switch that choice.
So by 6 sites, you should definitely have another earth site, even if you don't mulligan one of these. Things would have to go
very badly.
Poorly.
Yeah, very badly.
And you already have a 4 cost too. That's fire, so you're probably gonna.
I'm thinking about shipping that one too.
That's part of why I would mulligan this though, is that like I have a guaranteed.
You got the 4 drop
thing to drop on 4.
Yeah, that's good. That is good thinking.
I do that sometimes.
And like right now, like the Reckless Squire is actually a much better late game card for me because I'm not going to be able to play this really until like Raiders happens, and then we play like another creature, and then the next turn we play the Squire, charge Lance. But this is a removal card here, so all right, let's go with your.
And now if you lose, you can blame it on me.
Strats.
That's like triple winning for you.
Because this is a weird 3 drop because I don't want to play it on 3.
That's right.
Unless I have a 2 to give a Lance to.
Yeah, but you probably want to play it on like 5.
It's like, do I want to do this?
Maybe.
And try to find an actual like beef.
Yeah.
A little bit more beef here.
I like that.
I'm going to do that. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, the Squire is a fine card to draw, but also...
And I do want to make sure I know what order these are. I'm going to draw the Squire before the Bears. In game, if I get there, the Squires would be great. All right, so we got some removal. That's pretty
John,
solid.
you're in Chase's conversation right now. It's very, what's the right word? Endearing. They're talking about teaming up against an 8-headed giant match against us. And then Jonathan was talking about, I hope you like to lose creatively.
8-headed giant, huh? Can you
figure out giant? Chase and I against You and Zach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's happening.
We'll play it. All right, start of the game. I'm going to go first. I like high card goes first. It's my favorite thing.
Rulebook says you get to choose, by the way, but
Does it?
Are
you sure?
That's what Justin said and Bob.
I prefer if you just have to go. I love not having a choice after the row. That's the one that gives me all the threshies in the back row.
Cool.
Talk about what you want to draw. Mm-hmm. Threshies in the back row. Put it in the back row. Put it in the back row.
Beautiful.
That's good, bro.
Is it mine?
Yep.
Okay, cool. One thing I do like about Arthurian Legends so far, sealed, is I've always loved this about sorcery, that you start with nothing and you build very slowly up.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like a lot less even happens at these 1 and 2 moments.
So much less. Now, some decks would be playing at 1 and 2.
I agree.
We haven't figured out, Zach, if they would win doing that.
That is always the question. That's right.
We're still operating on a shared theory of body.
I'm going to play the annual fair. My multi-threshold card is a little more expensive, but over to you.
Back to me. Okay, so the question I have in front of me, is there anything that would change based on what I draw site-wise? There really isn't. So I'm going to draw a spell and just see if maybe... Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
Yeah, actually, this is a great little draw. And that's why you do it. I'm going to go ahead and put a Forge there and summon a Lance for 1.
Mine?
Yes.
Let's try another shot.
First Lance is on the field.
First Lance on the board.
Oh, boy. Now, again, let me ask, for those at home that don't know, in the rulebook, a site that has no threshold icons still provides a resource.
Yes.
That's correct.
Like annual fair. Just asking for a friend.
Mm-hmm.
I think I just heard Justin have a heart attack.
Justin's like, how? I just don't understand how he's streaming every day.
You won a sealed event.
He could play by feel, man.
That's true.
It's just like if he was at the final table right now, he would just be like, I'm going to do it, and I'm pretty sure it's going to work.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then we'll see if they say something.
There was literally some question in the middle of the finals that I was asking that there was some smirks going on. The fact that I was asking that in the finals of a tournament.
Honestly, at SorceryCon was the first time I truly appreciated you could block with multiple things. It was like the first time I'd ever really experienced that.
Amazing.
And then I was like, why are you doing that? You're losing like 3 things for 1. And then I would win, but I was like, I'd never seen it.
You did it.
Even
like
your
a
finals
headbutt,
match was similar. He was blocking with multiple things a lot.
Yeah.
He blocked with like 5 footmen or something. It's like,
yeah, to take something out.
I wouldn't do that. That's 5 strikes you can block. But everybody's different. That's the way we play.
I'm gonna play a bog, and we'll choose that site.
What does that mean?
Until my next turn, units are mobile while atop nearby target site.
Cool. So you could charge in and get the lance if you wanted.
I could indeed. That would be cool. Would it not?
I'm going to draw a site. Perfect. Just kind of a no need. That did stop me from playing something, which is cool. You did a good job.
Basically a genius.
You did a good job, yeah. Very nice, very nice.
Is it frigid in here to anyone else?
No.
I can turn. I can
Sweet
turn up the.
Lord. I can go get my jacket.
You get
thing.
your cardigan.
Yeah.
You want to get your bulk box?
No, I have an actual cardigan. Not really. I don't know what I'd call it. I'll be right back. You decide.
But yeah, we can put up a poll.
I dress. You decide.
You gotta watch that guy.
Yeah.
All right, what do you think, Steven? Can you tell me in 3 seconds?
Oh, sure.
before
So
we start?
aside from the immobility, this is actually really cool. So you can actually scream the warhorse in here with charge, grabs the lance, and just lances without a rider, which is cool. Warhorse with a lance,
That's
just
cool.
like, I am my own knight. And then you can swing in. But I'm going to wait. I'm hoping he's going to play a unit, and then we can get that done. Did it in the back row. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm I'm going to give myself a little room back here while I've got the option. I can give stealth to a nearby allied minion, which I do not have.
One of them hideouts?
Let's go, here. And then we're going to pass. I don't have anything for you there.
I think you bogged him, dude.
Bogged him.
You bogged me, yeah, for sure. Bogginator.
Oh. Let's draw a sight. Okay.
You scared of my lance?
I'm so scared.
Yes, I know that, Justin, but it was if you had a unit. You'd still pick up the lance regardless, would you not?
Oh, yeah.
Because then if he attacks your thing, then you 3 strike, first strike.
Yeah. Good.
I bet Justin's just alarmed because he's answered that question 1 million times in the sorcery rules for him.
Are you going to be judging at SorceryCon, Justin, or are you going to be playing?
And to be fair, you could drive a lance into the ground.
Does Lance work on defense?
Yes.
For the people at home.
Is that true? Is that true?
Yes.
Can we pull up the card?
We looked it up.
Bears next strike, not next attack. So yes.
All right, let's party, dog.
Party dog.
I'm gonna play Tournament Grounds.
Oh no!
And we're gonna play one of my favorite card arts in all of Arthurian Legends, the Purple Knight.
How's Lance? Bada boom.
Already?
Bada bingo.
Bada bingo. That's right. That's exactly how I would put it. That's not true. I'd probably say something like bingo bongo.
Yeah.
What about Waboom? Can we bring that back?
Waboom never went anywhere. It's in reserves.
Just charging up.
Yeah. It's like a spirit bomb.
Wow.
The longer the Waboom waits, the bigger it gets.
Let's draw a little.
Also, the more likely it is to miss.
Wow.
Whoa. Deep thoughts.
I'll have everyone know I currently have 1 water threshold. That is my threshold on the table. Yikes.
You got this tournament grounds though, you know?
It's gonna be a lot of nights.
Let's go ahead and drop a forge, pay 1 to summon a lance. And then
Dysphoria apparently has always been a fan of hot diggity dang.
That's a good one.
Yeah. There's things that are said on stream that I wouldn't. If you were like, hey, what are some funny things that you say? Not funny, like humorous, but like unusual things you say on stream. I know I say that. I would never. What is happening?
I'm going to cast that forecast to any site without enemies. And I'm going to swing in for 3 with charge here.
All right. Interrupt. Cancel. Mine.
Yeah.
All right, let's draw here.
See, now that's the beauty of charge, right? Like, if Zach has like a teleporty kill you with first strike card, that's fine. That's fine. We traded card for card. I got 3 damage in. Everybody's happy. There's other reasons to have a Saracen Raider on the board too. And I don't know. I don't know what Zach's got to honor here. He knows I'm about in Wyvern Town.
Let's bog and make a mobile here.
Okay.
Let's move the Purple Knight.
Got it.
And then let's play a Verdant Knight. That's like a Knight spawn point. They just like keep popping up. How are you? Didn't have a lot of great answers, honestly.
Let's go site.
But here we are.
Very good. That's what we needed. Okay. Well, I kind of know how this one's going to go. We really do have to, boy, we have to ask some questions, don't we?
Okay. Oh, let's go.
Okay, I do know that I'm going to do this. Those blogs are good.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Michael blogs.
They make it very challenging to move around.
Wow, that's great.
Poetry over here.
Great job there.
Yeah, that's the flavor text on it, actually.
Uh-huh.
Like the subtitle.
Yeah, cool.
Steven's unimpressed.
I'm
gonna go pick up that Lance token, dog.
I do know that.
Yeah, we're gonna be lancing across the countryside.
Let's just play a air site there. I'm gonna pay 3 for Burning Hands with the Raiders, and we're gonna do 2 here and 1 here.
That doesn't work.
Well, as the rules expert, you.
This drops.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna pay 2 for Warhorse here, and then swing 4-2.
Just cleaning my clock. All right, over to me.
Over to you. Yeah.
Let's draw a real card. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's
This guy's technically standing. He was just immobile.
play here.
Mm-hmm.
Two with Lance. That's kind of a
Dragon's asking the important questions here.
Little Dragon?
No, Dragon.
little dragon himself.
We're humming the Blitzkrieg Bop. Is that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles theme song?
There's some
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
like Heroes in a Half Show.
Oh, let's go. Heroes in a Half Show.
It's the remix.
Dude, that's like 6 million views. If I record that bad boy.
We did just now.
We need to record it in a professional setting, and do like
In
a
studio.
goofy video.
Maybe get some violins going.
I went to 11 pretty quick. You know what I watched the other day? I watched T-Pain live stream him producing a feature for another person's track. He had like a verse on it. It took him 20 minutes from start to finish.
Is that
It was
good or bad?
It was crazy to watch him. He's in Pro Tools, and he's got one track that's live, and he's got the track he's being featured on at the top. So like, you imagine an audio workstation interface. The top one is the full track, and then it's got the section where he's supposed to have his verse, and then the bottom is him recording his verse. Only 2 tracks, and every time he clicks the button, it overwrites wherever he is in his track. And then he starts, and it's like, okay, this is a section. He just goes, he maps out how he wants it to sound, and then he reverses and he listens to it, and then he reverses and he fills in like the first like phrase with actual words, and then he listens again, and then he tries to, and then it goes, and then he starts recording in live, like right as it gets to the point where he's going to start saying the next words. And over the course of like 20 minutes, he does some things, he redoes some things, and it's all live, and it's done. 20 minutes. What did that probably $100,000? Crazy. Man can sing.
He seems very good at what he's doing.
Very good and very cool.
This fell out of my hand in the wrong spot.
Yeah, of course. Everybody knows that.
Yeah,
Everybody knows that. Yeah. Nobody would put it that there.
I'm going to move this here.
Wow, you're doing a lot of moving in this game, which means you're losing.
Moving and losing. I'm going to play Sir Tristan here. Once on my turn, I can tap target nearby enemy minion. That enemy does not untap during the next turn.
Wow. Look at all that soft removal.
Over to you.
Pretty cool. You have set me up for, I don't know. I don't know what you've set me up for. Is this even, that's good.
He's good.
That's very good.
Yeah,
card.
he's good.
I'll draw a spell
Oh, we got Sir Tristan out?
on the turn.
Sir Tristan the foil.
Sir Tristan of Foil.
That's right. That's a good card, though.
It's a good card. Yeah.
Hopefully you have direct removal.
Zach attack in the chat.
What up?
But it is. And almost, I've got to make a choice here, You're not really threatening much with the 2 strength over there.
4 health, though. That's pretty sweet.
It is pretty sweet. You're threatening to kill my little raiders if I don't do something about your Verdant Knight.
That's right. They're going all the way around the world.
All around the world.
Dude, wow.
It's been a whole 90s
hits
today.
Nothing but hits.
What was those CDs they sold on?
Now this is 1995.
Yeah. Now this is 1998.
Okay, yeah. Okay. We're going to move Spellslinger. We're going to Arc Lightning for 4 there. Do 4 to a nearby unit. We're going to pick up this Lance token.
Zach, this is what it's like to play against you.
We're going to attack your site for 2. And then we're going to pick up this Lance token. Warhorse needs no knight. And then I'll pass to you. Got 1 mana left. Can't do anything with it. So now see, if Zach attacks the Saracen Raiders and breaks his lance, now the Warhorse can swing in for 4 first strike and kill him. So we've got to, you've got to ask questions. And then is this lance optional or does it always happen? Yeah, it always happens. That's right. So I've got a 4 first strike coming in. I might even just spend it on the Spellslinger. If he's allowed to live. Perhaps he's not. Be a Burning Hands moment. Oof.
Here's a question. If you have a Lance token and I have a Stealth token, Stealth can't be blocked.
Right.
But if a Stealth thing punches something with Lance punches it first.
I think so. Right?
Because
they're still striking.
For the scholars.
They're still striking.
Or is the Stealth get in there before the Lance tokens have a chance to fire?
No, because the person that's getting hit by the guy with Stealth doesn't strike back.
Is that right?
No, they still exchange strikes, do they not?
Well,
otherwise, Stealth is busted.
Oh, it doesn't. Funny enough, so Lance token has rules text. Stealth token just says Stealth. It's great.
Yeah, great. Yeah. I would want it to strike, to not get hit by the lance, but I don't know. Maybe you're coming out of the shadows and you get skewered. What does Stealth say? Do we have the rule for Stealth? Maybe
That's what I don't know. Ned's saying they still fight. I don't know.
Yeah.
They still exchange strikes, and Lance says you get the first strike. So
that horse has 2 health.
2 health, 2 lance.
All right, yeah. I'll lance into your thing and just clear it. Must be done. I'd like to kill that thing.
Yes, I do know.
So let's here and
ooh, I'm so hungry. I just remember I didn't have breakfast.
Oh no!
I've had that one bar, that weird brick.
That's why you're winning so much.
I'm hungry.
You got that energy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play the hideout. I'm gonna give this thing Stealth.
Okay. See?
That was stomach, man.
Yeah, so I only had coffee and that weird protein bar that we have now.
Now you're parenting. That's a
protein and fiber, though. Let's face it; those are really the 2 things that matter in your adult life.
In the grand scheme.
Once you get past 35, it's just protein and fiber.
It's protein and fiber, basically.
I mean, I guess that would be okay if you wanted to do that.
Put it in the T line. Turtle power.
Turtle.
The stream did hear your stomach growl, just in case you're wondering.
Good. This is what I do for y'all.
Early. Like, you're not lying.
It's a sacrifice we all make. I'm meant to have lunch.
That would be a good idea.
And then I forgot. And then they're not stocking sun chips anymore out there.
I know, it's a
the
problem.
lounge.
Can we talk to
solved
someone?
it.
Can we talk to the
I
CEO
solved
about
it.
that?
Who's?
We have
Who
sun
in
chips
charge
out
of
there.
this?
Do we?
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
Where are they?
You want to put me to the test?
Are
They're
they in a
on the
box
basket.
somewhere?
They're
Where
on
are
the
they in the
snack
maintenance
basket.
closet?
I will go out there and come back with a bag of sun chips if you want them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go get them now.
All right.
I've got to do
Let
something.
me know if they're in the basket or not.
Oh man, this is the comment. If only there were sausages hanging from the ceiling.
I know.
Hey, I never said we couldn't have them in the studio.
Dude, we could sausage up the studio.
Oh, I know we could. You wouldn't even see it. That's the appropriate place. No one was. You guys got a little more creative this week. That's a good idea.
We're getting sausages somewhere. We'll keep. We're like the Raptors in Jurassic Park. We keep striking the fence until we find a weak spot.
Nailed it.
Wow.
There's the sun chips, man.
We just got stopped.
Oh.
All right, I'm gonna play. Love this art. The Sherwood Huntress here. Then I'm gonna play the Swindler Troop here. We're gonna give the Huntress stealth. Over to you. Okay. I need to be able to shoot your horse with my Huntress, no matter where the horse is.
I'm gonna shoot your horse, man.
And I realized I could just play it on the same site, and if I give it stealth, you can't deal with it.
True.
So I'm clear out there. If the Verdant Knight with stealth attacks the horse, and the horse has 2 lance tokens, I can't be blocked, but then they still fight, so the lance tokens triggers, and the horse would annihilate my knight ahead of everything else. Also, it's really a bummer you killed my Sir Tristan. My plan was to give him stealth, and then I had a sight to give him stealth as well. So I had like lots of ways to just keep him under covers if you didn't take him out. That round, he's just staying on the board for the rest of the game.
It's like I've been doing this for a long time. These sun chips are so good. I can't even play the game right now because they are so good.
I mean, I know they're good, but also, are you just insanely hungry?
Well, maybe. Yes, I am.
It's your turn, by the way.
I don't know. I am going to draw a spell, so I'll do that first.
Sunchip spell. Excellent. Don't know what you're cooking, but I'm excited to see it. Is that one of those? All your cards are fundamentally just playable. So play them. Unless you don't have the threshold. That'd be weird. You're light on some things right now. Not a lot of earth.
That tastes good. Unbelievable how good that is. Okay.
You've done well to make all of your cards very annoying.
Well, that is good news, yeah. Okay. There's some things we can string together here. We just have to think about how to do it. We do have some options. We got this big 4 sitting here. And technically a spell slinger that could first strike in on your Huntress if you didn't have stealth.
Yep.
And if you didn't have a blocker.
That's the real problem.
Yeah, that is the real problem. So then it's kind of a question of like, yeah. Would you block with the... yeah, you probably would. And then your Verdant Knight over there is just kind of like, he's a while from the action. He's a couple turns away.
Unless I play that tactical move.
Yeah, you could play that one.
Then he's in the business.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, we're gonna play the deck that we have, right? Which means you sacrifice Huntress because that's the only way that can go. And then I play some stuff. Or no, yeah, see, we can't do that either. I've got to break both lances too. What a bummer.
It's a bummer, man. Now, you could...
Swing on my spell slinger, you block with troop.
Well, I won't help you.
Exchange. Nothing happens. I take 3. Terrible. Then that happens. Okay. All right. I think we're getting somewhere.
The shot does look way better.
Thank you.
It's like there's almost like a patina going on previously, or a sepia.
Yeah, it was overcooked, well, overexposed. Yeah.
It's overcooked. I like that better, actually.
But this is now, it's on par. Like if you switch back and forward, it's got the same.
Yeah, that was always the, and particularly when you have both shots on the same screen like this, it was like, yeah.
Wasn't working.
Okay.
Kaizen.
That's right.
Do you prefer to lose the troop? No, see, you can't do that. Okay. This is great. I'm just going to play... This game is so complex sometimes. But then we need this gone. Got it. We'll play Hunter's Lodge. Enemies lose stealth.
All enemies?
Yes, all enemies. That's right.
Are you serious, America?
I'm serious, America.
That is unfortunately good. That is unbelievable. It makes me want to punch a wall.
Oh no, it's the first disagreement I've ever had with Frank.
This?
Yeah, my dad claims that anyone eating sun chips and enjoying them is part of a grand conspiracy. He says it tastes like cardboard. Tilly Random says his taste buds are broken. Which
If
I have to
that
agree
tastes
with.
like cardboard, then I'm going to be the #1 recycler in Tulsa County. Put that on the city plaque.
Yeah, that's a 5-second clip. Just gold. You could actually put that after any other video where someone's saying something about taste. And he's like, if that tastes like cardboard. You know.
All right, swing in at the Sherwood Huntress. Then. You have the troop if you want it. I mean, it's up to you.
Nah, well, you can have her and the lance tokens go crashing down.
Gone.
That's okay. We kind of achieved a similar mission. Let's see what you do now.
And then we're going to do Wyvern. I'm going to pass at the lands there.
Sweet God. Man, can you imagine we have bears instead of a giant dragon? That's beautiful.
I would have played the Bears a while ago, but yes.
Mine?
Yeah.
We got 99 problems. Oh. And the Wyvern's a 5. Sweet mother. Okay.
I don't know enough about the removal yet. If like this is better, or if there's what's the bounty ball lightning? 2 go back and forth forever, kind of thing.
Yeah, so change directions every time it hits something, and it can change directions.
Can you spin here forever?
Something on that site has
To go to a different site, and then it has to change direction, whatever direction it was going.
Okay.
So it could technically go back and forth, but it'd have to go from side to side to side to side to side.
So I'm gonna hit horse, hit here, and then you have to go back that or this or this.
So
or
technically, if you played it here, you could hit horse, hit dragon, hit this thing, hit dragon, hit me, hit you or dragon, or it could just fizzle off this direction or whatever. Okay. Well, I mean, I'll do what I have to do. We'll see if I have the strength to do it. I'll attack here.
Is he stronger than your? Was it a 3/2 knight over there?
Yeah, it's a 3/2 Verdant Knight.
I think I just block it.
I think you do. Because it's a positive trait if you don't. Okay. And then let's that is a problem. That is just strictly a problem. I guess you took 3 this turn, but you're airborne. So
First strike.
yeah, you took none.
Took 0, yeah.
draw a sight.
Frank?
I'll go ahead and trade my knight for your horse.
Yeah. Also worth noting for SorceryCon, Justin saying it actually does not leave the site if multiple units are there. It bounces between them, getting weaker.
Can you pull that ball lightning up?
It feels like it may be an oopsie because the way projectiles work, when they're cast from a site to another site, they hit the first site first.
Mhm.
So I wonder if that's what's going on.
So shoot a projectile does 4 damage on impact and changes direction. Its next impact does 2 damage. It feels like it can't change direction if it's just staying on the same site.
Yeah, but it'd be like if I was standing here and I said, I'm going to cast magic missiles this direction,
Mhm.
but there was enough people here to hurt, then it would never actually leave. It would stay here and ping them 3 times.
But like if you cast it here and it hit here, and there were
Mhm.
5 units here,
Mm-hmm.
it would just go da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
That's right. It doesn't seem right.
It doesn't seem.
I agree with you. It doesn't seem right.
It doesn't feel correct.
Play it how we want.
So I'm gonna play a Keening Banshee for free because Immortal died this turn.
I think I was saying I could hold on to the
Actually,
lance
let's play it here.
on the wyvern, but I can't. I have to use it. It's not an optional
I'm gonna play Sir
effect,
K
as far as
here.
I know. Oh wow, look at you go.
Mm-hmm.
Did you play that for 0?
Yeah, because
You
I
got it, good.
I got Immortal.
Very nice.
I had 2 mortals die, so I actually get 4 money back.
Yes.
Over to you.
What is this? Oh, that's my site deck. Don't need that. Alright, so I'm going to choose damage or card, huh?
Like this is just devastatingly bad.
Yeah, you're going to have to just waste a Banshee on it.
Yeah.
It's horrid. Is there any busted cards?
I don't know if I can get out of the Wyvern loop.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I have a card that does it.
Yeah. And so I'm going to
That's
draw.
not true. I do have a card,
I'm going to draw a site.
kind of.
So this is going to be pretty straightforward. I'm going to attack here.
Yeah, I'll block with the Banshee.
Yeah. And then now, technically, Zach, you could block with both. That's where this would come in handy and kill the wyvern.
If you want to attack, I'll do that. You know what? I thought that when I was doing this play, and then it escaped me immediately.
So that's kind of a good question for me is, do I want...
Yeah, you probably don't. You
Well-
probably just want to like punch here for 5 or something.
But it's like, okay, how many cards you got in hand?
1 and 1.
You got 1 and 1. I've got 2 and 1. We clear the board,
You're just so far ahead right now.
but then I play 2 things, and now I've got tempo for 1,000 years. Yeah, or I just send the wyvern downtown and just
You're just so far ahead.
cruise.
And then I have to have a very specific advantage to that card, or I'm on a clock.
Mm-hmm. Is there any good place for it that removal spells are not going to work well? Like if I'm here versus here,
Well, like what spells remove it?
it would be like magic missiles plus banshee, but you can't attack airborne. So I don't know, 2 magic missiles, which you could have.
That's why I just need to be able to get horizontal with you.
Mm-hmm. So I at least make you move to do that. I think is a fine thing. So let's go there for 5.
Yeah, I'll take that. Down to 8.
And then I'll tap. I'll play here, and then
Ballet.
I'll do a. Can't defend actually matters here. I'll do a lumbering giant here, and a band of thieves here with stealth.
Oh,
There
really?
we go. Yeah.
Let's draw a card.
I'm hoping that wyvern plus stealth band of thieves is death's door here. Or that to do something about Band of Thieves leaves the Lumbering Giant open. And Sir K could pants me if you find a way to get a Lance token on him and get him into action.
Eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the webs we weave.
You got tricks, man. This is the trick deck. See if you can
Yeah.
if you can weave through the beef.
It's just almost really good.
See, that's where I'm like, okay, if we just do that trade last turn, that's a guaranteed 2 for 1. And then I've got 7 on the board. 8 Death's Door Spellslinger, but yeah. Uh-oh.
No, it's not that.
There it is. I mean, eventually
Put
it
up
might matter.
Okay, I will play.
I guess it wouldn't technically be a weaker minion if he had Lance. He wouldn't be a 5 strength minion.
Yeah.
He'd be a 4 that attacks a +1.
I'm going to play a giant killer and kill your giant.
Oh my gosh, perfect. Great include randomly.
We're going to play a Shameless Squire.
Do you think this is actually playable?
So some of the like ordinary, a lot of the ordinary beef units in this set are giants.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 3/2 that's maybe a removal. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
It's sort of just, and I've been saving it for a minute, hoping you would play a giant.
Mm-hmm.
But if they do play a giant and you get to remove a giant, that's like a wild card.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do this, and we'll pass this off here.
Nice.
Technically, yeah, tap whatever. It doesn't. And then
You swinging? They were swinging.
I don't think so. I basically need to be able to block anywhere the dragon can attack to not go to Death's Door this turn. Sir K could swing at his sight, I guess.
Sir K.
Because you're not going to send the dragon there. It's fine. I'll attack here before.
Right on.
We're on the board. I'm out of cards. What could go wrong? Are you out of cards?
Yep.
Top Deck City!
Yep.
And I'm about to be on Death's Door. What could go wrong?
Do you have... Did you play... Oh, you played him. Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
All right. Top Deck City. Hilarious. See, this is a good lesson in maybe don't include these cards in your deck. Because the squeakers right now, is not bringing the heat. Although I haven't seen Pigs of the Sounder yet, so that Death Right may actually matter.
And they definitely still are playable. Like it's a blocker. You're so far ahead. Like a blocker on your avatar's fine.
Yeah. Okay, you do have to block the Wyvern where'er it go. Okay, got it. And Sir K is he's gonna do some work, honestly. We just gotta get, because he eviscerates the squeakers. Just eviscerates. Okay. So yeah, let's go 5 here.
Block with Banshee.
You got it. And then you want to clear the card. Yes, I think we do. Or do we do 3 guaranteed right now so that the Wyvern continues to threaten Death's Door every turn? These are the questions. These are the questions we all gotta ask ourselves.
Simon's saying seeing a casual giant kill play is such a cool thing.
Yeah.
That's why we're here.
Well, you still have to deal with it, right? So let's just go ahead and trade the giant killer here.
Okay.
And then let's go we do 7, you go to 6. That does open up that next turn. Let's go 1 here. Unless you want to.
I don't.
And then I'll go 1 here for the squeaks.
All squeaks.
Yeah. The only problem there is if you do have some long-term Charlie Brown on Circade, you can throw him over here, untap him, and then kill the Band of Thieves as well. That's very bad for me. But, I mean...
We're still so far ahead.
But you've got the tactical moves, I know, you know? And so you could... Whoosh, whoosh. But where is it safer, I guess is a better question.
Not any closer to Circade.
No, not anywhere. All right, let's see what you can do. See what you can do, Mr. Bun.
This Wyvern is... I should have kept my mouth shut.
About not trading it?
About you not mulliganing it.
Oh, yeah,
I'm just kidding. It's just that Airborne is so...
It's oppressive.
Oppressive.
First time I played it in sealed, and yeah, I'd rate it higher now, for sure.
Let's tap into our site, because we can.
Oh, don't you see?
So now we're both in Top Deck City.
Mm-hmm.
We built Top Deck City.
Yeah, let's give you a chance. I'll go here and swing for 4. Yeah. Swing for 1.
You got me. We Top Deck City.
Oh, I can't do that. I go here.
Because of the Threshies?
Yeah, Yellow Knight. Oop, wrong one. Lance and Pray for Rain.
Mm-hmm. Pigs. Thieves.
Death's Door,
Spellslinger.
baby.
Yeah, Death's Door imminent. Draw a card. Okay.
I'm trying to cook. There's nothing. There's no recipe here. I think there's one card in my deck that could maybe
Can save you.
possibly get me there.
Okay. Got it. Oh, we do have to ask. Circade's good, man.
Mm-hmm.
Circade's good. So let's go. What's up?
Avatar's not a minion, right? It's a unit.
It's a unit. Yeah.
For a second, I thought Circade could attack an Avatar on tap and then keep going until he was dead.
Oh, that's serious business right
Yeah,
there.
I was like, it seems too good.
So I could take 8 here for the trouble. All right, yeah, you're gonna have to figure this out for yourself, aren't you? Let's just do 5.
Down to 2.
So if I swing Spellslinger there, you can't really block it. There's no reason to. Band of Thieves can obviously do the 3 back in the corner, but do I want to actually position it differently so that...
I mean, Yellow Knight getting a strike for 4 for no penalty on you.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. And then he still swings 3, so Band of Thieves, not great. Not great. All right, let's go 3 here.
Death's Door.
And then let's go... Let's do 1 there.
Still at Death's Door.
Just to scare you.
Uh-huh, I'm shaking.
And
Quaking.
then, let's see. I guess if there's anything weird, I'm going to hold Spellslinger to block for my guys.
Mm.
In case there's shenanigans.
That's a big brain play right there.
Yeah.
There's ways it could go wrong for you, and having that as a blocker.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, there could be weird things. You could drop something airborne. We'll see.
At 11.
I'm at 11. I've got to go in about, probably 5 to 10.
All right, I'll hurry. We'll move here.
Did you draw hot sauce?
Yeah, I drew some pretty good things, yeah. Like Circade will attack for 4. He's just hunting those piggies.
Take it.
Let's attack here for 1.
Yeah.
Let's attack here for 3.
Take it.
I'll place for Tristan. And I'll choose the dragon.
Tapped.
And then it doesn't untap. Over to you.
Draw a card.
I'm going to help you out for speed.
All right. We're going to move.
Oh, no.
We're going to cast 2 Burning Hands.
Ah, he got me with the burning hands. You only need 1, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Dude, I feel like your early game was so strong and annoying. And you just did like 8 damage, and then you were up on board position. It's like,
yeah.
And the nuking Tristan, the turn he did.
Yeah, because you actually had the quality of the units you were playing was high.
Yeah.
Those knights were very good, and you had the threshold to do it. You pulled that off.
Yeah.
That wasn't a problem.
The
it's like
one
turn too late or something.
If you have tournament grounds and a bunch of the mixed knights, I think the quality of unit is just so crazy compared. If you don't get rid of Sir Tristan there, my next turn I'm giving him stealth, and I can just permanently lock one of your, like the dragon down. That would have been my answer, but you immediately got rid of him.
Isn't that crazy? It's like that one moment. If we replayed the match a few times, if I don't have that one removal spell, I'll bet it just the odds tilt immediately in your favor.
Because is that your 4 damage out? You have the thing that shuffles, right?
I've got 2 of the 4 damage and 1 of the shufflers once you're on my side of the board.
That's why it's so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is just so powerful.
Good. Yeah. Right. All right, y'all. SorceryCon 2.
Next weekend, we'll stream next week.
Are we streaming next week?
Wednesday. We don't leave until Thursday.
Stream next week, leave Thursday, go to SorceryCon, enjoy.
And we're not streaming the week after that.
Yeah.
Because you'll be out. I might be out. We'll see what happens.
That's right. And it's post-election, so we'll see how
we all might
feels.
Be out. Yeah.
Thanks y'all for being here. It's a pleasure. It's always a good time in the chat in the living room of our studio, where we saved you a seat. You see?
That's right. I follow.
And we'll see you next week, Wednesday, 12 o'clock, same place, same time. We'll probably play some more sorcery.
And then
we'll head off to Las Vegas. Hope to see everybody there. And until then, keep playing.
You really don't want to use it, do you?
Yeah, there it is.
Start playing, keep playing, go play.
See y'all.